Yo, what's going on, y'all? How y'all doing, homies? My bad it took so long to start the stream, yo. I actually just woke up. I didn't even know what was going on. I did watch the first game, then I was like, what am I doing? I've been watching with y'all, because I was watching how Tutoru was getting down with Kimmy last game. And that actually threw me off this game, because he switched to Thomas. Why did Tutoru, one of the best marksmen, switch from using Kimmy last game and switch to using Thomas this game? But I mean, I don't know if this means that they're not trying or what. Or yeah, because it's kind of weird. They went double marksman this time as well. Yeah, I watched KSI versus Logan. It was fire, and I'm happy with the results too. I was going for KSI. Like I've been a big KSI fan since the beginning. Well, not the beginning of his career, but for the longest, basically. But yeah, Tutoru, he's one of the best marksman players in the world, but they got him on side lane. It's weird. But I think that that's one of the reasons that people was criticized in general, because Tutoru can be one of the best marksman players and then just randomly play side lane, I guess, and do well. I guess it's I don't know. How do I feel about the Gordon Masha pick? I mean, I actually see Masha being used a lot more. I'm not a huge fan of the Masha pick. I feel like honestly, if you just force fights, use a rival, you can counter Masha using a rival. And if you just force fights, then a rival to wherever Masha's trying to split push, Masha's going to be completely useless. But I guess that has to be in your strategy before you do it. And the Gord pick, I mean, if you can protect Gord, which if you have Gord, you should be prioritizing protecting him, then I mean, he's one of the most powerful mages in Mobile Legends. What you mean unblock you? You talking right now? What are you talking about? You made a new video, Meta Hero Alucard. Oh, and this man making Alucard videos. Sleep. Look like RRQ dominating this game too. RRQ came here to play serious. Looks like Carey was struggling a little bit. And the best part is they actually are shutting down that Granger. Without Granger, if Granger's not getting fed in the late game, then this is yeah like it's pretty much GG's. Don't get it twisted. Changus is still good, but I don't think she's good enough to take on that team late game, especially the double marksman late game. Nah. You glad you put 10K on RRQ? Oh man. My thoughts on League of Legends Wild Rift. I mean, it's dope. It's interesting. I got a whole channel dedicated to that. If you want to hear my thoughts on that daily, just go ahead and subscribe to ASK VeLL League of Legends. That channel is me. But actually, Evos is doing a really good job staying together. Look at this. RQ is just too aggressive. They too fast. I think with this new tank, with Baxia here, the mobility is insane. Like, the way that he can just go around and support, even though I think he's about to die right now, yeah. Granger got him out of there. See, and this is another thing, too. Evos, it looks like RRQ got off to a bad start. Well, a worse start this game, but then once they start going up, they can't be stopped. Last game, like the reason the last game was so like one-sided was because they were up the entire time. Like that's the thing about RRQ. You can't let them get up. The second that they get up, they're just gonna keep snowballing. Like right now, look at that. They just they're unstoppable, bruh. My favorite hero, favorite hero, probably Layla still, to be honest. Layla, X-Borg, Granger, one of them. If we talking meta and right now, it's gonna have to be between X-Borg and Granger. We talking about period, Layla. Evos Endo. No, I don't think this is Endo. This is SG. Um versus RRQ. Who will win? Oh, who will win? I don't know. I have to. That's one thing that I'm really interested in. I want to see how Gosu plays now. Gosu has like individual wise, I think Basic is still shredding everything like he's always done. General has gotten so much better. I can tell just by watching his gameplay. But I've seen them play separate. I haven't seen them play as a team. So that's the one thing that I'm concerned about when it comes to Gosu. I want to see how they play together now because that's really going to be the deciding factor. But individual skill wise, they're individually. I can assume that they're all better, way better. So it just comes down to that teamwork. But to be fair, I mean, a lot of them got chemistry. They've been playing together a while, but some of them don't. Like, how's this new guy going to fit in? So yeah, we don't know how this new guy is gonna, how Orochi is gonna actually fit into the team. So yeah, I can't really. I'm not gonna clearly put Gosu beating anybody, but I am really interested in seeing how they play. So RRQ takes this one as well. This is like, that was one side. That was pretty much one sided after they got it together, man. And that's another thing that needs to happen too. I think General needs to be a little bit more diverse as well with his hero picks. Because as we can see, Tutaru, one of the best marksmen in Endo, just went Thomas. He still dominated with Thomas. So he can play multiple different roles, multiple different types of champions or heroes. It's yeah. You don't think Gosu's playing at day one? Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't find the schedules for how they're going to play. Like, I was trying to see how many days this is going to be going on. I'm trying to see how many days this is going to be going on because they need to just release a full schedule. But yeah, it didn't look like Gosu was playing today. But I mean, we'll see. I don't know. You said Evos Endo sucks. Who's on their squad now? I don't know. I haven't watched Evos Endo since Just No Limit was playing. I remember Aura. Is Aura still on their team? I think Aura still plays for them. Honestly, Sunsparks is a team that I'm looking at this year. Don't they have Ye? Ain't that the team who got Hayes and what's his name? Haji? Isn't Sunsparks a team with Hayes and Haji now? No problem, fam. Thanks for chilling with me, yo. We we actually seeing history in the making right now, man. This is a great event. This is really good, honestly. And then we're gonna get to see the other teams prove themselves. Like, it's good that they're letting other countries have an opportunity to prove themselves, even though whoever is in this, like, in these groups that got these RRQ and Evos teams and stuff, yeah, that this is gonna be some tough groups for them. But luckily Gosu, I mean, and that's gonna be bad too though, because Gosu has to come out and perform. I think that Gosu at least has to win within their group, because I think their group is probably the most buns group out of all of them. So if they can't even beat the buns group, it's like, can you really say that they're one of the best now? To be fair, they're still one of the best in the world, but at the same time, their group is the easier group. Because they don't gotta go against RRQ. Like, look at RRQ. Look how they're going through shredding, bro. Is this best of 5? Why they still? Why everybody still here? Is this best of 5 right now? Am I going to Malaysia? No, I'm not going to Malaysia. I'm going to watch though. Yeah, I'm definitely going to watch. Best of 3? Oh, okay. I thought they were all still sitting there. Like, I'm like, they pretty relaxed right now. What is going on, buddy? Yeah, RRQ is insane, bro. RRQ, and that's why I was so impressed with They go Tutoru right here. Let me see. Can we understand him? Nah, I can't even hear him. So that's Tutoru right there, bro. Now he's one of the most famous best marksmen in Mobile Legends. He actually played Thomas that last game. I'm actually curious to see why. Let me see. Still can't hear him. The hell is this? Where are we at? Stop it. What is going on? Nah, so it's silent right now. Anyway. Why is this silent? I guess it really don't matter. Didn't Lemon play? I don't think Lemon played. That's what has me confused. Did Lemon play today? What? Is there multiple different RRQ teams? Because who was that guy that General was 1v1ing with? The guy who using Thomas against General? Yeah, he's one of the best marksmen, and he was playing offlaner. Yeah, that's weird. But I think a lot of their players can do that. Most players in the M1 and most players in Indonesia and stuff like that, they don't only play one role. They can play multiple roles really, really well. And at pro level, because obviously this is not just a ranked game. This is an official tournament. Like, I thought that they was just kind of trolling or something maybe, but he actually played the role well. So it's like they're confident enough that he doesn't even have to use his best. He don't have to use his best heroes or his best role in this whole world championship. It's like, it's kind of weird. Gosu General's reflexes are awesome. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. General, I mean, reflex-wise, General is insane. He just has to work on his decision making. I think he sometimes struggles with making the right decisions, but hopefully he's gotten over that during his boot camp. Because I think that's why his team was mainly mad at him at first. Like, they were mad at some of the decisions that he was making. He was doing things that made absolutely no sense, which is understandable. I mean, as the marksman, you got to think about General's role. I mean, that's one of the reasons he's so heavily criticized, is because of the role that he plays. When you play marksman, all you do is hide behind your team. So really, you don't have to have map awareness. And most that you have to do is make sure nobody's coming to gank you. You don't have to have map awareness. You don't have to have decision making, or you have all day long to make a decision because your team is blocking them off while you're trying to decide what to do. So it's like General doesn't have to make decisions fast, as opposed to seeing people like Basic. Basic is always jumping right in the middle of action, so he has to come up with a decision in seconds or he's going to die. So it's like when you have a player like General who plays marksman so he can take a while to come up with a solution, and you have a player like Basic and Paulo and them who jump into the middle of danger, so they don't have forever to come up with a solution. They have to come up with it fast. Obviously, General is going to be a little bit behind, but hopefully with this boot camp, they've had conversations and stuff about this, and they've, like, honestly, I would have, like, if I was General's coach, I would have forced him to play different roles, like to practice different roles to see what it's like. Like, because if you know, like, as a tank player, the things that you have to look out for, if you know as a solo laner the things you have to look out for, then when you play marksman, you're a little bit more educated. You're a little bit more educated. So I think that he just needs more education playing different roles and playing different roles at a higher level. So I think that General is so good with a marksman that his skill is not going to go down with a marksman. He's going to be he just needs more information about what the other roles have to go through, the decisions that they make, and why those players on his team makes those decisions. And I think he'll understand a lot better. His name was R7 Tatsurmaki. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he's playing right now either. Was he playing? Oh, you got an exam today? All right, homie. Thanks for coming through, fam. Good luck with your exam. Well, what's just happened right now is RRQ just beat Evos SG. So they pretty much just swept them. To be honest, it was completely one-sided. And this is the team that General was. This is the team that General was taking on two of them by himself. So you gotta think like, hey, I think Gosu get a lot better. I think Gosu gonna shock some people, man. Gosu's gonna shock some people. But then again, he wasn't going up against a 5 RRQ team. So, but to be fair, you gotta get a man his props, man. Like, there was no way he would have been able to do that a year ago. The game isn't loading. The game's not working for you. I actually haven't tried to get on Mobile Legends today, so I don't know. Gosu don't have strategy. Well, Gosu has been getting trained by a former member of like ONIC and who is it? RRQ. So they've been getting trained by RRQ and ONIC. So I'm pretty sure that it's going to be a lot different coming in. And a Kosi Doggy. Which you have to take into consideration the impact that a Kosi Doggy has had on former champions in Mobile Legends. So when you look at, like, when you really take the time to think about who's been helping Gosu, you have to accept the fact that we're not going to be seeing the same Gosu. Like, Bryn Esports, like the coach who held Bryn Esports, Doggy. We've had ONIC PH players or coach or ONIC's coach. We've had RRQ's coach and players helping Gosu. Like, if you've had to judge or decide who has had the strongest help, it would probably be Gosu. Gosu has had the most help from the greatest players, to be honest. You said even though you're a marksman, I'm actually a marksman main. I know that you have to have map awareness not to get ganked, but map awareness isn't a skillful marksman. That's just not all that it takes to be a skillful marksman. Getting ganked is completely different when it comes to jumping into the middle of danger and having to get out fast. That's why it's important to know how to play different roles. I don't think that I would be half as good of a marksman as I am right now if I wasn't good at other roles as well. That's the reason that I could take on 3 of Gosu's strongest members while I still don't even play the game that much. I mean, and that was the difference between me and General back when we were beefing then. Like, which is why I said some of the comments that I said, because I took on, it was Basic, Hoon. Like, I think I took on their main 3 by myself, and the only way that they could beat me was destroying my team and then just being so fed I couldn't do anything. So it's super important to get that knowledge. If you're going to play marksman, that's completely fine. But you have to have the knowledge of the other roles as well. That knowledge is invaluable to playing your role correctly. I think it's the same thing for every role. Like, it's hard to actually know how to be an effective tank if you don't even know what all the other roles are supposed to be doing. You have to have in-depth knowledge and knowing where everyone is going to be on the map. That way you can make the most logical decision as a tank about where you're going to position. Like, how can you position if you don't know the job of everyone else on your team? I think knowledge is just king in Mobile Legends. Is Gosu having a game today? I'm not sure. I don't think so. But their schedules are so unclear. Like, I wish they would just give out like the schedule for the week or whatever. But I don't know. Not having Hoon is still a drawback. Oh, that's a fact. That's 100% fact. Hoon is one of the best mid laners in Mobile Legends ever. So obviously, there's no replacing him. They can't play properly. Bro, I don't really care about your opinion, but the fact of the matter is, I could take on one of the best teams in the world not playing properly if that's your argument. So, I mean, if I wasn't playing properly and it took 3 Gosu members to stop me, then that says it even more that they needed to practice a lot more. So either way, you're making my case for me. Like, honestly, when I was criticizing Gosu, I was saying the exact same things that other people are saying right now. I said all of this stuff a year ago. Before Kosi Doggy started pointing out their flaws, I said everything that he said a year ago. Nobody listened to me. They're like, oh, VeLL is just a hater. Now, a year later, when Kosi Doggy says it, they're like, oh, you know what? He might be right. I mean, it's not that the stuff that he was saying was wrong. I know that he was right about a lot of the things, but at the same time, it was just the way that he was saying it was kind of weird. When will match start? I don't know. On the schedule, it says that this match should start. I think like in 10 minutes, maybe. I'm hoping 10 minutes at least. It should be starting soon. We just got through. Okay, so here we go. We got some. That's for the main event, open for the public. That's in Malaysia. 14 countries. I think I don't know. I think that Gosu has grown a lot because when they went into it, they like Paulo was just there. I don't think that Gosu actually considers him their coach. They didn't want a coach going in. At least that's what they told Jimmick as well. But once they got there and they started going against those teams, they realized just how badly they needed a coach. So they met up with James, they met up with Lemon and RRQ members and stuff like that. And yeah, they actually started getting coaching from so many different people. And honestly, I think what Paulo is good at is analyzing. I think that once he analyzes and takes in all that information, he's still going to be one of the best for coming up with a strategy that can help Gosu. He knows all of Gosu's strengths and weaknesses, and now him taking in all that information of how these other teams play, I think that that's going to be invaluable, and he's going to know what to do with that information to give Gosu the best chance. Sound the battle horn. Grand finals is on the 15th. Alright, so what we got here? RRQ. RRQ been out here sweeping. Countdown. So the game starts in 14 minutes, 41 seconds. You can see in the bottom right corner. 14 minutes. That's when the game is going to start. Up next, we have RRQ and... No, what does that say up next? I have no idea. Oh, round 2. So I guess it's gonna be RRQ versus that team. What is that team up there? That team with the little like blue triangle. People love the word nigga. I mean, yeah, I think a lot of people try to do it because they think, because they see in movies, like they see when people say the word nigga, black people be getting all triggered and stuff in movies and stuff like that, not realizing that I can't take that word serious from anybody in the Mobile Legends community. Because if they came, they just don't know that if they came to America, they would be niggas. So it's like, bro, you can be Asian all you want. In America, there's white people and there's everybody else. So, I mean, it's like, oh, this guy is cute. He think he's triggering me when he's basically identifying himself if he came to America. It's like, no, I can't get mad at that, buddy. Try again. They need Hoon. I mean, to be fair, they definitely do. But they don't have Hoon, so they're going to have to do the best they can. And to be honest, Basic and Hoon, I think Basic and Hoon plays at a very close level. They play at a very similar level. Basic just plays a completely different role. But I think Basic can play the mid lane role, and if he's been practicing it a lot more, I think that they could win with Basic mid. But at the same time, that means that, like, I feel more comfortable personally with Basic as their mid laner, but also that's losing a side laner as well, like, because Basic is obviously one of the best side laners. So it's like, who are they? Are they going to find somebody to replace the mid lane, which is the most important role, or are they going to find somebody to replace the side lane? Like, I don't know. For me, I don't know. I think that I'm going for, obviously I want Gosu to win, but I'm also rooting for RRQ, Evos, and Sunsparks. If Sunsparks, if their roster has Haji, if their roster has Haji and Hayes from Brent Esports, if their roster is the one that they picked up, then I think Sunsparks has a good chance of winning it all. Cause like, their roster is insane. Their roster is stacked, bro. Haji is the guy that we never saw perform really bad. Like, he was outperforming Doof. Like, when Doofenshmirtz was using Gaijin, Haji was doing a better job, even when they were on the same team. And that's amazing to have a guy who can stand out more than the Gaijin main, the guy who's known for playing Gaijin. So Haji is insane, and we already know how good Hayes is. So it's like, they get those two. They took two of the best members on tour from two of the best teams. Like, that team's OP. Oh, Haji and Hayes isn't part of M1. So what the heck did they recruit him for? If Sunsparks ain't gonna play those two players. What the heck was this? Is he playing this tournament? I know that Sunsparks picked up Hayes and Haji. It's unclear if they're part of the roster. I know that they were officially picked up by Sunsparks though, and I know Sunsparks is playing. But to be fair, they did just pick these guys up, so I doubt that they have a strategy that could include them that fast. But then again, Gosu is getting ready that fast, and I think that they are still experienced pro players, so they could just jump in and do well. Not in Sunsparks. Oh wait, are they not in Sunsparks? Did they go to that other team? Oh, SGD. So who was picked up by Sunsparks? Was that Yuchi? Oh, so Sunsparks, they getting clapped in. If they if they the team that picked them up, they getting clapped in. So ain't nobody go to Sunsparks? Hey, I'm tripping, bro. I thought somebody got picked up by Sunsparks. I'm sleep. Well, yeah, Sunsparks is not one of the teams I'm rooting for then. UC is on STI. You got freaking STDs, STIs. Like what is going on? What's going on with these teams? They trying to tell us something? Like, what are we talking about? Just retired as a pro? Yeah. Well, he just retired from Evos. Thomas is all about sustain. Yo, did y'all see who was that? Did y'all see that Thomas the first game? Actually, we can go back. We got 8 minutes. We can go back. Yeah, we can go back since we got 8 minutes to just sit here and do nothing. Did y'all see that that dive? Like, I want to see who was playing Thomas this first game. Was it the first game? Nah, it wasn't the first game. So that was Tutoru? So it had to be the second game. Because I know Evos ain't made a play that made me pay attention to them all day. So yeah, it had to be Tutoru. Yo, Tutoru just dove somebody early game at level 1 with Thomas, bruh. Yeah, this one Tutoru was. Yeah, right here. Look at this. Level 1, bro. He's... Oh, no, that was level 6. I'm tripping. Team Gosu, when will they play? I think tomorrow. I'm confused when that play was. I think it was Tutoru, though. I think Tutoru just dove somebody on the tower. Unless I'm asleep right now. That actually might have been Evos then. I know one of these Thomas players. That might have been Evos. Let's go back to the Evos game. We should have like 5 more minutes left until the next game starts, so we can keep looking here for a second. I see Thomas. Where's Thomas at? On Evo side. Xander was going off this game. Tutoru was going crazy as well. But yeah, Masha was putting in some work. Look at Thomas, bro. Yeah, this was it. This Thomas was playing really good. Soul was playing good. Soul was playing really good this game. You didn't watch the first game? This is actually when I came in. I didn't watch too much of it. I don't think I'm going to find the play I was looking for. I don't remember when it happened, honestly. I don't remember when it happened, honestly. Let's see where we at. Let's see when the game's starting. 5 minutes. So it's starting in 5 minutes. This is when the next game is going to start. VeLL, you're so selfish. Oh, this guy. Oh, he's one of these guys. You know, like the video where I got exposed for feeding. Like, people are still seeing that video today, not realizing it was damn near a year ago. So they like, I still get cursed out from from that a year ago. So I mean, hey, I mean, it is what it is. That's the YouTube game. It's still one of Paulo's one of Paulo's most viewed videos on his channel. So I mean, I could have took the video down, but I just let him rock with it. I don't really care. Yeah, I ain't really worried about the haters, bruh. That was a year ago. You don't know if you care about the community. I used to look up to you, bro. You might want to do some research, my guy. You might want to do some research. Somebody having a bad day, like, get over it, bro. I don't care what you have to say about me and what you feel about me. I built the Mobile Legends community. Me. I brought the Mobile Legends community up to where it's at. So I don't have to care about criticism, because anybody who knows the history knows that when I say that, it's just completely different from if anybody else could possibly say it, because nobody can say what they've done to the community. It's more impactful than me. So, I mean, it is what it is, bro. You can like me, not like me, it's whatever. I don't really care. That happened a year ago. So you're right. In terms of that, if you're talking about I don't care about that, I don't care. Anyway, man, with this game, hurry up and start, bro. We got 2 minutes and 30 seconds. 2 minutes and 30 seconds for the game starts. Um, you did it all by yourself at the start, yeah. But I mean, iFlex was here. It was some people here, but they wasn't doing it like me. But I did help iFlex, and I did help everybody else try kind of figure out how to get views, how to grow, and how to really get the community popping. It's just always at different levels of YouTube. It's always so much ego, so nobody wants to work together and stuff like that. Everybody's just happy getting their own views. So the game it kind of got into a rocky state because nobody wanted to work together. Like even Doggy, I helped Doggy at the beginning, but then eventually once he started popping, once he figured it out, he kind of went and did his own thing as well. It's like once everybody started getting views, nobody wants to work together. When Mobile Legends would be way bigger everywhere if everybody would have just worked together from the start. But yo, I appreciate it, Rocky. I appreciate it. Countdown. We got 1 minute. 1 minute, yo. And yeah, we do got to go through the ban phase and all that, but it is going to be interesting. Oh, this is VAC Fantasy. VAC Fantasy. Where are they from? What country is that? But it will be interesting to see the ban choices. I want to see if RRQ just finna sweep everything. I feel like RRQ finna sweep them all. To be completely honest, that's my prediction. I don't think RRQ is losing. Tutoru is a freaking beast, bro. Like he's one of the few. He's one of the few players that I actually know, and that's because his reputation stands out so much. Like it's a few players like that who just stands out because of their skill. Like Tutoru, I've never seen a YouTube video from him. I don't know if he has a YouTube channel, but like skill wise, when he go to these events and tournaments and stuff, like he's just usually shutting stuff down, bro. Which team is Gosu? Gosu isn't in this group. They're in Group B, I think. Yeah, they're in Group B. You remember VeLL saying he's the best Kagura player? That was like 2 years ago or something. That was the last time I played Kagura. I ain't played Kagura in like 2 years. You gotta be an OG. But whatever hero I'm playing, you know I'm definitely the best at that hero whenever I play that hero. Nah, I be doodle. How about Happy Feet Emperors? Ain't that Doggy's team? I don't think that they're planning this. So we are back. We back. They back with some commentary. Oh, R7's not playing? Oh, so he's being replaced by Zen. Okay. That makes sense. I was wondering where he was at. Who did you put your bet on? Well, in this series right now, the series that we have going on, I think RRQ honestly has the best chance of winning. They just took out Evos. They took out Evos easily, and Evos I think is the second strongest team in this whole little bracket. So here I think RRQ is going to win. The next one I'm rooting for Gosu. I forgot who they have in their group though. I think their group is Buns. I think that Gosu should easily win their group. Paulo expert is exposed. Bro, shut up, bro. Paulo exposed me a year ago. Bro, me and Paulo are cool now. That's how long ago that was. What are you talking about? This man tried to... You're a year too late to be trying to expose me, bro. Like, get over it. This guy don't even realize that I'm friends with the guy now. Like, what? Like, what do you mean? This guy come in a year later. VeLL's a bad guy. I'm asleep, bro. Let's see. R7 is sick. Oh, R7 is sick. So when he was sick when he was playing against General? Hold on, here we go. Something's happening. Live draw format. So they're going over the format. So we got Sunsparks and Immunity, Daewoo. I think they're actually going to get against Daewoo. I think Gosu might be in the same place with Daewoo. So all you have to defend yourself so often. I mean, it comes with the territory, man. Match result 2-1. Oh, so RRQ just got 3 points right there. So that's how the point system works. They're gonna do the best of 3. That's how the brackets is gonna work. So RRQ should be they're on to match 2. Day 1. So that's day 1. I am so confused. Oh, that's the playoffs bracket. Never mind. That's playoffs. I am so confused right now. From Palestine. Are you from Palestine? Shout out to Palestine. I need to travel more. I need to come visit y'all, man. Visit everywhere. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna start traveling to like every Mobile Legends event eventually. I mean, unless League of Legends see my League of Legends channel and try to start flying me out places, I'm down. That'd be crazy though. If League of Legends support me instantly, while Mobile Legends haven't in like 4 years. Let's see if I can hear this. I don't think my sound was working for this.
there I say if they take a 2-0 here right now, RRQ definitely qualified for playoffs, and this is the scary part of how this group stage is going to work, right? Because you as a team, you're playing your entire tournament lives in a single day. We check out the schedules for today. For those who just joined the broadcast, we did start out with RRQ against Evos SG. They took it 2-0. Now we're at the second match. Match 2 of Group A. This is the best of 3 RRQ taking on VFM.
Oh yeah, and seeing how RRQ was able to take 2-0 very convincingly as well with the Vasia and Masha pick here, I did not expect right off the bat here pocket strategy all the way through. We did see a lot of Masha picks here in the Indonesian scene, right? Like for Malaysian scene, we don't see it too often. Even the MPL playoffs for Malaysia, as we saw Evos as you pick the Masha, but it just didn't exactly work out. But I liked how they actually played it just now from side RRQ, where they switch up between the 4 protect 1 strategy, sometimes being Masha being one,
Stream sound now.
So they switch very efficiently, which is super hard to
Is
pick
it
up.
too low? What's going on with the sound, y'all?
At the prize pool of the entire tournament itself.
Yeah, 250,000 USD total prize pool. The champion walking away with a big chunk. That's 80,000.
Let's turn that up a little
and the
bit.
rest as follows. And yeah, as long as you are in M1, you are already entitled to a prize pool, to some part of the cash. But of course, at the end of the day, you want to get that champion. You want to go as far as you can and proclaim yourself as the kings of Mobile Legends.
Yeah, first ever World Championship title,
yeah,
right?
people all around the world. It's not just Southeast Asia. It's not just Latin America. This is across the globe.
Yeah, this is gonna be tough here, especially now. Especially from side Evos Esports SG, right? They just lost 2-0 against RRQ. That's pretty much 0 points for them, and they have like 2 more games later on. They themselves have to take like convincing 2-0s as well. If they want to contest against RRQ, if and only if this game they take 2-0. You know, it feels like it's kind of stacked for us as well, where you just say like, hey, they're gonna go for 2-0. But before we talk about the predictions and brackets as well, I want to talk about the hero drafts here. We know what RRQ is gonna be drafting here. What are your thoughts here from VFM?
Yeah,
VEC Fantasy main here from Vietnam.
Yeah, I think if we look at VEC, it's almost you do have the same hero pool. Like it's obvious, maybe the Kimi, the carry, it's always going to be this same few picks. But if you kind of go down the list, right, you are actually looking at Minotaur for one of their players. T-Max plays a lot of Minotaur. As well. You don't normally see that in Indonesia.
Yeah.
And even when you look at game 1,
bro,
the fact that
honestly, any caster could probably coach these teams, bro.
And the 3-2
these casters be taking the time to write out their whole strategy.
Amazing.
Like, dang,
so if you kind
relax.
of play the Charizla, suddenly you cannot deal with the 4-1 and vice versa. But the draft is ready, so
there we go.
Take a look.
All right, now these guys got to shut up. Time to do this right. So they banned out the 2 tanks. The 2 OP tanks immediately. We got Kufer out of there. Grok is out of there. Looks like we got another ban coming up here. Looks like, who had the first ban? Yeah, so it was the blue side had the first ban. Who is this? I don't even know who this team is. Man's name Brawley, Lucky, Hyde. Yeah, I don't know these guys. RRQ definitely finna sweep them though. Yeah, RRQ again. Yeah, this I don't know how they decide when these matches happen, but RRQ is playing 2 times in a row. But they don't look at Tutoru over there. He looks so bored. He like, come on, we got to clap him again, bro. Like, what? Why? We got to clap another team. Tutoru over there just looking like he don't care in the slightest, bro. Like he want to go home. He got some thotties waiting for him right now. He like, hey, I gotta get back to the females, bro. Cause y'all hurry this up. Still no lemon. I don't know where lemon at. Where's the lemon at? Oh, that's the Vietnamese team. That's the Vietnam team. We gonna see how Vietnam plays. This is their first time here as well, so I guess we're gonna see. We're gonna see how these. This is the first time that we're gonna be seeing one of the countries that's not part of the primary countries actually facing off against one of the top teams in this country. Honestly, I think this is gonna be an easy sweep for. This is gonna be an easy sweep, but I don't know. We can't really doubt them. We don't know what they can do yet, but I think RRQ got this. not looking at it. I'm looking at it now. What you mean? Armin Jordan. I will be your host. Where's that? Armin Jordan. I ain't never heard of that. Hold on. So they had Esmeralda open and they went for Harris. I'm sleep, bro. What are they doing? So they gave away Kacha, Hylos, and Esmeralda. That's what you telling me. So, I mean, hopefully this ain't what they doing in Vietnam. Yo, Strictly, what's good? It said, mind me. What you mean, buddy? Is this this the Strictly from Dave? Bro, like, I don't know. Vietnam can't come out doing that. Like, they coming out giving away a team comp like that to pick up a Dang. I mean, don't get it twisted, but Dang is decent, but not decent to the point where you can give away Kacha, Hylos, and Esmeralda. And then Esmeralda just counters Harris. And then they just got, like, look at this team comp. RRQ is already destroying them. Like, RRQ is destroying them at the hero selection right now. But it's interesting to see marksmen are the last pick. But to be fair, if you're a good marksman, you can use any marksman. So he rocking your old name. But they ain't can wipe a whole team. But I mean, do you really think he's gonna catch a whole RRQ team? And look at that. They gave him. Oh my God. You go get him Granger? You just gave Tutoru Granger? Bro, did they do any homework? I mean, Granger, like, they should have at least picked Granger. Like, come on. I think that this is over with. Because Claude is too much of a late game hero for him to be of any use here. They're not, like, all RRQ is going to do is focus Claude, so he's not going to be able to farm. They have two mages, so they're going to invade, take one of the buffs. Hopefully this team knows how to counter invade, because that's all that they're going to be able to do. They're going to have to go for the counter invade, and even if they go for the counter invade, I mean, it could still be tough. I don't know, man. I think RRQ got this one for sure. Yeah, they need to go to late game. RRQ destroys teams early game. Like, I think it's over with. RRQ, like, and then they gave Tutoru a very early, like, the most early game marksman that's in the game right now. They gave him Granger. Like, but that just shows the lack of experience giving away a team comp like this. They gave away Kacha, Hylos, and Esmeralda with, like, the first three picks. The first three picks, they didn't pick any of those three. And then they gave away Granger. Vietnam will be defensive. Oh man, they gonna be defensive out here? I don't think that that's gonna work though. We gonna see. We gonna see. Let's get it. Lemon's not playing right now, nah. Alright, okay. So they gonna have two mages mid? Okay, I mean, it's a bold strategy. Let's see how that pay out for them. Do they have a tank? Hold on. They don't even have a... Oh, wait, no, they got a Kai. Okay, I was finna say. What the hell are they doing? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, yep. They came out here with a weird strategy and it's working. They got both of the other teams' marksmen down. I mean, mid laners down low. That could force them to go back soon. Kotz using mask. Oh, so you have VeLL supporting. They have VeLL supporting. Okay. That's interesting. VeLL's wearing mask. Marksman already with the rotation mid lane. I like it. Hold on. This team know what they doing, low-key. Vietnam know what they doing out here. Okay. Let's see. Are they going to invade? Are they invading on this one? Vietnam. They pushing up, pushing the tower. Yeah, Vietnam ain't soft out here. Already finna take a tower? Already, yo? But RRQ with the experience, they counter pushing bottom lane. Counter pushing bottom lane. That's actually shocking. Seeing Vietnam come out so fast, putting RRQ on the defensive, and then they took that first tower down. Looks like a fight's about to happen for it. Then they're going for turtle immediately. 2 minutes, 20 seconds in. That's very good. Oh, RRQ not having it though. Then they traded it. They traded. Nah, this is where things might get one-sided. Let's see. Said Vecno, what's up? Nah, I think they probably just caught RRQ off guard. They honestly caught me off guard. I didn't know that they would actually know what they were doing. But Vec is actually playing really, really good. But I think that RRQ is still good at readjusting and coming back strong. Looks like Vec was really, really good in the early game. RRQ seems to be better. Their experience in team fighting against at a high level shows. Because that team fight, it was just one-sided, really. The heck is Hylos doing solo in a buff right now? I am confused. Uh-oh. It's about that time. This is what RRQ is really good at. They're good at getting ahead in farm. And this is when it becomes one-sided. This right here is when it becomes one-sided. Zen is actually going off right now as well. He just got the marksman. Zen is really taking him out right now. His positioning is on point. Clearing it up. Let's see. They could dive this tank, honestly. Let's see if they're going to dive it. No, the tank retreated. He knew that they could dive him. So they're going to secure that tower. They just evened up that lane. Looks like another fight is about to happen for Turtle right here. Granger's already taking it. Tuturu with 3 assists already. They're giving it to Esmeralda. Esmeralda got the buff. Yeah, RQ just turned the game around. Like, I think that Vietnam just came out. They came out so fast and aggressive that RQ wasn't expecting that. They actually did really, really good early game, but it's a marathon, not a sprint. I think that sprint style kind of works when you're playing ranked, but against a pro team, they know how to play fast early game and late game. So this is where the experience is going to start showing. Let's see what's going to happen here. Harris couldn't get nobody right there. But Akai did a good job zoning Esmeralda away from the fight. Akai is a good pick. So they pushed up another tower. Yeah, Zen is a really, really good player. I'm pretty sure this is the one from the top leaderboards as well. He's on the leaderboards also. They're up 5,000. They're up 5,000 in gold right now. Their RQ is really good at farming. That's where that experience comes in at. You have to not only be able to just come out attacking early game, but still maintain your farm, still push up the lanes. You have to be able to do it all at once. Yep, they secure a turtle again. And this is what you can't let happen. As a new team coming in, you can't start off hot like that and then just let them completely shut down your momentum and just dominate you. But I mean, it's very few even like pro teams that can stop RRQ from doing this right here. This is what they're good at. This is what they excel at. It's very few teams that can stop RRQ from doing this. So this inexperienced team, I wasn't expecting them to be able to stop this, but yeah. They came out with a blast, got that one tower down. Let's see if they can turn this around. To be fair, Claude isn't doing terrible. I mean, Tuturu's level 11. It's pretty much over. That was good from Okay. They coming back. Look at the they trapped them. Nah, they don't do enough damage though. Yeah, this looks like it might be a team wipe actually. Yep. Oh yeah, this might be a wipe. Look at him. He's maintaining those stacks, bro. But I mean, you got to go and defend that base. You got to go and defend that base. Tuturu, look at the Tuturu's finna just push the game. Because this guy is just trying to stay alive, bro. It's not worth it. My man's just literally sprinting. Yo, he go. He's not having it, bro. Yo, I am asleep. Yo, look at this. He's clearing lanes. He's everywhere right now, bro. He's not going. Yo, so I mean, he stayed alive as long as he could. He did buy his team some time, I guess. He sacrificed the tower for that, but bro, that man was gone. But to be fair, he made it to the top lane. He cleared out the top lane. So that stopped it. They could no longer push that top lane if they wanted to. So honestly, that actually turned into him just running away to being a good play. Like, that was a good play, actually. Bro, that was amazing. My man's was gone. He wasn't having it. But you can tell, like, that's the thing that you'll notice about every pro player, though. Every player who plays at a super high level, they're mechanically skilled. They're, like, mechanics-wise, like, he was just able to dodge 5 people. Like, mechanics, this is like, at pro level, though, this becomes a game of the wits, though. It's not about how good you are mechanically. You got to combine that mechanical skill with experience and knowledge, and I think that's where RRQ has them beat at. Like, mechanics-wise, that man's a beast. That Claude's actually insane, but you just need a little bit more than that. surprised no Leo is being played. I think I don't know. They have some really solid picks right now. Actually, they have some. I don't think there was anybody that he would replace and that would be good. You want to go Gosu meet RRQ in this tournament? I hope they do. Honestly, I think RRQ is actually a contender for winning the whole thing. To be honest, like really looking at look at Tutoru right now, bro. I think this is what his third game we've seen him play. He has not died yet. He's played the side lane when he's not even a side laner. He did a good job on the side lane and hasn't died. When he plays marksman, obviously he's just unstoppable playing marksman. I mean, General is good, but Tutoru, he is known for being one of the best for a reason. So I haven't seen Gosu play. I ain't gonna say nothing. But I just hope Gosu can actually keep up with this team. RRQ looks unstoppable right now. It's hard to imagine any team just clearly just wiping RRQ. We're gonna have to see though. Look at Granger's farm, 10,000. Harris is actually doing good. Harris on this team is keeping up in farm. He's not doing bad at all. Let her maintaining them shields. Okay. Maintaining them shields out here. Check, Zaire slapped Gosu. Well, to be fair, anything can happen in solo. Or anything can happen when you're not playing 5v5s. 5v5s is a lot different. Look at this. This has been one-sided completely. Yeah, this has been completely one-sided. What the heck? Hold on. That's over 10K ahead in gold. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Looks like they're waiting for Lord. RRQ is waiting for Lord right now. Looks like that's going to be the next fight. Kacha got out of there. That's amazing. Kacha just got out of there, and it looks like this fight is going to be turned around in RRQ's favor. Yeah. RRQ always pulls ahead with that fighting experience. Now he's finna solo Lord. Look at the damage he's doing. Yeah, RQ is really. Look at that. Look at that. Tutoru not playing, bro. This looks like this is GG's right here. GG's. So that's 3 games in a row won by RRQ. They just beat the last team they played against. They beat Evos. Now they're finna beat this other team. Hold on, who is that? They got RRQ signing something right now. What? Somebody just walk up in the middle of that like you clapping them. Let me get your autograph right now. Bro, they just came up for an autograph right in the middle of it. What's going on right now? Hey, I don't sleep, bro. That man came up right after the game ended. Like, hey, yo, sign this. I'm gonna need this. Like, you out here clapping. I don't know what they just had my man sign. Looks like Tutoru just signed something though. I think that was him. Look at these stats right now. So he had 13,000 gold. Like, he was the most formed one. Like Tutoru, he was the most formed one. Hopefully they switch to the other stats though. I want to see how much damage, tower pushing, and stuff like that was done. Yeah, there we go. All got you baited. So you baiting now. That's what we. Okay, here we go. Like, look at this. Tutoru was pushing towers like crazy. He did 33,000 damage. Like, look at how much Tutoru did. Like, he stayed low key too. Like, you barely even remembered that he was there, but he did so much for the game. And then you had Esmeralda just completely slaying out, which she should be doing as a mid laner. Zen was actually standing out very well too. Like, Zen was making some really high profile plays. Zen shut their marksman down. He was shutting down people a lot. Their teams just did so well together. Yo, I wonder if they finna show the play where this man was just running around like a marathon, bro. Yeah, that's true. But to be fair, even though Lemon and R7's not playing, the level of players that they have in Indo and the level of players they cool with, it's a lot of these guys who could play at pro level and still perform well, like Zen. Like, the only reason this is a lot harder for a team like Gosu, because Gosu is literally the only team in North America, so they can't just miss a player like Hoon and it's not going to hurt them. Like, missing a player like Hoon just completely hurts Gosu. When it comes down to RRQ, they got about, I mean, they can't replace Lemon or R7, of course, but it's players who play somewhat close to that level in Indonesia. Like, Gosu is just screwed. Like, there's nobody that they can get that play at Hoon's level. Why doesn't anyone use Alpha? I think there's just better picks. There's better picks. There's more sustainability. There's stronger CC. There's just better picks. When you're playing at this level, it's about what's best for the team. What's best for the team is that you use the heroes that has the best chance of being able to get the W. It's not picks out of what's fun to use. Like, Alpha, I feel like is a fun pick more so than a super serious one. Why Lemon not playing? I'm not sure why Lemon is not playing. You think for the last match Lemon will play? So RRQ already ahead 1-0. You said game sound. Let's see what they talking about. Let's see what they talking about right now.
I think they would answer the answer coming from RRQ. They were kind of they had this answer where, hey, you know, how do we do a high lows? Hey, we had a Baxia done, but you can see how VFM, they did not exactly have an answer to it. Like, you saw how they were just focusing on towards the revitalize. Yes, the Bada initially was for the Esmeralda, but now when they put the Bada to commit into the high loss as well, where's the damage output? You saw a couple engagements as well. Which do you focus? You focus the high loss or do you focus Esmeralda? You pick one, you're gonna let the other one kind of like roam free. Yeah. Which is kind of unfortunate though.
And it felt like the Badang was, they kind of picked the Badang a bit too early, because RRQ, they banned out Baxia simply because VFM didn't pick Baxia.
They banned out Masha, sorry.
Yeah, but Masha, but the third phase, you know, after Badang picked Baxia was banned out, and if VFM went for Baxia, I doubt that RRQ would ban out Badang. They would ban out probably the Tamus instead, and this is just a prioritization for VFM that did not work out for them.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to see how they're going to be gathering themselves here, because game one.
You said General said he a fan of Lemon. Yeah, Lemon's dope.
Try to go for a perfect setup as well, and Lucky on that VeLL, I don't know. Like, it did not work out for me. Like, we know the support while it is amazing for in terms of roaming rotation, but you being the front lines getting cut off, that's gonna be a tough thing to do. And I feel like they were constantly getting, how do I put it, getting caught off in a way. Like, you know, they had.
I don't think
answer
VeLL
all
was the
time
problem,
for
honestly.
especially when the fight begins from side RQ, when the darkness falls comes in, they were kind of disarray, kind of lost. What do we do? They could not pass the spells, and especially from the side of Harif as well, was one of the greatest counters, just because, like, hey, when darkness comes in, Harif, despite the Zaman Force, what are you gonna do? You can't hit anything unless you're side by side, and if you're side by side a hero like Esmeralda, you're gonna get shredded off. Side by side next to a Hellcut, you're gonna get silenced and shredded off. Yeah. Side by side next to a high loss, yeah, you're not gonna touch him here, but it's a high loss. How are you gonna kill it?
Yeah, you're not going to the highlights in any way.
Gosu is gonna play
Hellcut was actually the fourth
tomorrow,
pick
I
for RQ.
think.
Right after the Hellcut, VFM, they went straight for the Cloud. And
This seems to
Valia.
only be Group 1 right now.
Makes sense. Cloud,
So this is
can do that,
RRQ
mobility,
and
Valia.
Evos
The pushback
SG.
sounds really great,
And
right?
this
But
is their
again,
bracket or
because
whatever.
of the lead that Sin got off of one turtle fight, there was no way that your cores can escape, beat the support, beat the tank. T-Max was way too busy. T-Max and team were way too busy trying to assassinate, trying to keep the cores from RQ away from VFM. And during that process, they basically did not have resources to allocate to the Hellcut.
Yeah, that Hellcut is one thing, you know. I'm a little bit curious to see how they're going to be playing the next game here, because why they seem to be getting ready here before they actually head towards the second game of the drafts here. I'm pretty sure they are going to be gathering some thoughts here. They need to figure out, it's their tournament lives, representing their country in the World Cup. They are in it to win it. Will they be able to pull it off against the Kings of Kings, RRQ?
Yeah, and if we kind of look back to the statistic or the information we have about VFM, right? Their hero pool is slightly different compared to what RQ have, and maybe this game, maybe they want to pull out something that they're more comfortable with. We've seen the Minotaur was in T-Max's pool. He did play the Archive, which was also one of his most played hero, but they might want to switch it up this time.
Oh yeah, they may consider bringing the Roger pick as well. I think, like, the reason why I said the Roger pick as well, like, I know it's a little bit off meta, but there are a couple of games here where VFM actually brought in the Roger pick, which worked out, because if you pay attention to those RRQ and VFM, right? VFM is kind of the teams that they love those hyper aggressive kind of plays. But in that game, in game number 1, RRQ was the one on the aggressive plays, whereas RQ, they usually play a very patient aggression kind of playstyle where they love to camp and set up a lot of ambushes here, which exactly happened. You saw how long they were just at a stalemate here, waiting in the bush, waiting for right moment. They were super patient. They don't really care about the creep waves. All they gotta do is just, like, have their front lines just camping on the bushes here, VFM, and wait and wait and wait. You saw how the Hylos was just, like, in front. Hey, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Okay, let's just wait. VFM comes out. And they did like a good solid like 3-4 minutes. I'm like,
VFM is not coming. We will take the fight to them. And,
oh yeah.
And he did. And also, I think we had an agreement before this that this
You
is
got
a
some
different
snacks on
RQ,
deck?
and
Nah.
it's different in a good way. They are bringing
I
a
ain't
more
got nothing
style.
right now.
Previously, it's RQ, like you mentioned, they hide in the dark. They wait.
Yeah.
They were a bit conservative. They wait for the fight to come and then they react. But Series 1, we saw a 4-1 RQ. Series 2, we saw a 3-2 RQ. And suddenly, in Game 1 of this series, we saw an RQ that is just in your face.
Nah, I don't got
Oh,
no
yeah.
Doritos,
Like,
man.
they're super practicable in terms of drops as well. And I just by these 3 games, right, RRQ has already opened up hero pools that are so flexible that you can't ban them all. With 6 total bans in the game, you can't ban them all.
Don't sleep
especially
on
you have
Gosu,
to
man. Do
allocate
not
some of
sleep
the
on
bans to
Gosu.
the most meta, your Grok, your Kufra,
Oh, yeah.
which everyone just does not want to deal with. And you mentioned the Roger pick, and
RRQ is who they've been practicing with. Lemon.
Selena and Hellcat
This is
was
who they've
also
been
in
playing
the
against,
duo,
practicing
of
with.
VFM,
yeah.
especially Hyde as well. He did play the Selena, the Harif, the Valia, and Broly went for the Cloud, which was in the hero pool as well. Hellcat is also one of the choices. So
How long is the next match? I'm
they
not
kind of
sure.
want to
RRQ
pick
just
that
won.
they are familiar with,
It
which is
should
totally
be
fine because RRQ is
any minute now.
one of the strongest team in their region.
Yeah.
But this game, they cannot drop it. They have to at least get 1 point to have a better chance of staying alive.
Yeah, speaking of the 1 point as well, I think when you brought up the hero pool here, I'm pretty sure at the world stages here, every single team has their signature hero, but most of the mainstream heroes here, every team can kind of play it here. Hellcat is going to be like a semi-mainstream kind of pick here, where you see a lot of teams tentatively actually learn how to play. When you say like VFM, hey, they have that Selena pick, they have the Hellcat pick here. Selena is kind of like an aggressive playstyle, but I feel like yeah, VFM is super aggressive, but I'm pretty sure RQ has an answer to that.
Gosu does not have a good tank.
Just because like they want to first trendsetters here to actually just like first.
You don't know what these guys are learning though.
Diving towards enemy buff.
Look at how RRQ right now is going through sweeping people.
Was kind of banned off in that phase.
All right, so let's talk about this. Look at how RRQ is going through sweeping people right now. You realize General was able to take on 2 RRQ members by himself. Well, 1 RRQ member and some other guy by himself. General was not able to do that before he got here. General has just leveled up so much. So you don't think that the other players have been doing the same thing? And we still don't know the official roster, I don't think, for them. I don't know if Paulo's going to be playing or not. If Paulo is playing, they have a much greater chance of winning. Oh, now the game is starting back. But honestly, this VFM team, RRQ is the likely contender to win this whole thing right now. Like, in my opinion, I think RRQ has one of the highest chances of actually winning this. VFM came out playing great, but the issue was RRQ's experience showed, and it turned everything around. RRQ's experience, like the other team came out fast, so RRQ had to counter with that fast aggression as well. They literally just countering everything that the enemy team does. Then the enemy team got knocked off because they wasn't expecting that. RRQ got back to playing slow at their strengths. So RRQ can match your speed, or they can push the game back to the speed that they want to play at. RRQ is just in full control, but this random team who hasn't been getting trained by RRQ was just able to literally start off giving RRQ a problem. The problem was keeping it going and sustaining that momentum. Paulo is playing? Yeah, they're gonna have a much higher chance of winning if Paulo's playing. Alright, so they banned Kacha, Masha, and X-Borg. They ain't letting X-Borg get out. X-Borg is a must ban, yo. X-Borg is completely unfair. Throw a rival on X-Borg and it's pretty much GG's. Somebody said Paulo is playing. I'm not sure, but yeah, somebody said it. If he is, yeah, that's going to be insane. So, he just picked Grok. They need to pick Hylos and Estes right here. Hylos and Estes. Very good counters for having Grok. You can still have that early game aggression. I want to see a Hylos and Estes pick right here to counter that Grok pick. Or Hylos and Kimmy. Well, actually, nah. I mean, Tujaru can play any marksman. Okay, so they got a Kufra. Kufra and Esmeralda. I mean, that's not bad either, though. That's not bad either. Kufra and Esmeralda. Okay. Let's see how RQ is going to counter. Double tank with a marksman. Okay. So, carry instantly. Like, these are counter picks instantly. RQ is going to counter their double tank with carry. And then they're going to grab their own 2 double tanks. Oh, Hylos is no more today. Oh, they banned him. I'm tripping. Y'all right? I didn't even see he got banned. So they're going triple tank. Wow. They going triple tank. Everybody like, yo, bro. Out of the first, 6 picks, 5 of them are tanks. Hey, I'm asleep, bro. Out of the first 6 picks, 5 of them are tanks. That's amazing. So, let's see what's up. Esmeralda not really a tank? Not really, but at the same time, since he's classified as one. Why no one pick Ling? I think Ling is the new hero, so he's always banned in the first event or the first tournament. You can't pick Ling in these events. Alright, so they banned Granger. They got Granger out of that. And they just took away the marksman from the other team. Okay. So now they're going to have to go with a Kimmy pick now. But luckily, they took out Thomas. But, I mean, with this team having double tank, they could just easily pick Hellcurt again. RRQ might go for the Hellcurt pick again. They're going to go for the Leomord. Okay. Let's see how RRQ responds to that Leomord pick. I wonder if VFM is just going to go with a no marksman. No marksman. I mean, that would be interesting. Or they might go with the Claude pick. We already know that they can play the Claude. Okay, Tutoru is he's going with the Okay, we got a Gord pick again. So Gord is getting actually a lot of playtime. Gord is getting more playtime than I actually thought that he would. Looks like we're seeing Gord a lot now. Let's see if they're going to go with the Claude pick or if they're going to go with a non-marksman comp. Claude, it's either Claude or Kimmy or no marksman at all. Honestly, I think they have a good team comp where they could pull off the Kimmy pick, to be honest. I think a Kimmy pick could work. Claude would be just as nice. Who win RRQ and Evos? RRQ. RRQ has not lost yet. They're going to go with... Are they going to go with the 2 mages? Looks like they're going to go no marksman. They going to risk it for the biscuit? Double mage? Oh my god. Low key, that team comp, I kind of like it. I kind of like it. I kind of like this team comp. Because even with Carrie's ability to melt, you can't melt 5 tanky heroes. You're not going to melt 5 tanky heroes. And Esmeralda's super tanky. Harith is super tanky. Of course, the 2 tanks are super tanky. I mean, the most squishy one here is Leomord, and he's not that squishy. It's interesting. This is going to be an interesting game. They're not going with a marksman. But then again, RRQ's marksman can't melt 5 people. So, we'll see. You said it's 4-0? So far, RRQ has won 3 games. They won against Evos SG. They swept them. That was a clean sweep. They won the first game against this team. If they win this one, RRQ is going to be 4-0, and that's going to secure the fact that they're going to the finals. At least I think that's how it works. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. But I know that every 2-0 sweep is like 3 points. Then if they win this one again, that's going to be another 2 points. Or 3 points. So that's 6 points. They're going to have 6 points total. Yo, thanks for the donation, dog. I appreciate it, fam. Appreciate it. Alright. So let's see what we have here. We have Esmeralda. Esmeralda Lolita is going top lane for the red team. Leomord's going to be solo bot. Then you have Kufra and Harith mid. Gordon Grok mid. Got Badang. Badang is going to be solo laning. Uh-oh. Let's see. What we got here? Look at that. He got a good shot on somebody. Oh, they had to put that they had to put the carry in Tutoru's hands. You gotta have that carry in Tutoru's hand in a position like this, because there's too many people to melt. So yeah, you gotta give the best marksman needs to be playing marksman to try to take out as many targets as they possibly can. Yeah, VFM, we're gonna have to see them make some plays early game. But to be fair, we saw them last game. Early game, they completely dominated RRQ for a second. RRQ shut that down, but they dominated for a little second. So we know that VFM, their strength is actually in the early game aggression. Look at this. They're already, it looks like they're invading. Lolita's coming through. Lolita and Esmeralda. And Harith is here. Looks like they're setting up for something. Uh-oh. Let's go. They got him low. Are they going to get Tutoru? That's big. That's big for VFM. They're fighting back. Leah Moore with the double kill. And this might be the triple kill. This is the triple. Oh, wait. Nope. It was stolen by Lolita, but they still got 3 kills. See, this is what they're good at. VFM has shown their early game is actually really, really strong. RRQ struggled with their early game, even last game. Now they just have to keep this momentum going. They actually took out Tutoru, which is really good. Carry is going to be a big problem for their tanky team. So as long as they secured that kill, that's really good. But I think that obviously RRQ are veterans. They know how to come back from getting early game not going in their favor. So yo, shout out to y'all, man. Thanks for the donations, homie. Thanks for the donations. I appreciate y'all. Lemon and R7's not playing. No. R7 has some family issues from what I'm hearing, and I don't know where Lemon's at. I heard Lemon is going to be playing in the later matches. But VFM, this is actually turned into a good game. VFM has never been into one of these before, and they're playing really, really well right now. Hopefully they learn from those mistakes from last game, which it looks like they have. They're not letting RRQ turn it around just yet. Look at VFM, still super aggressive right here, but RRQ did get the reset. Look at this. They're doing what they're good at. They're waiting around in bushes. RRQ's waiting around in these bushes. Looks like they're going to gank bottom lane here. Looks like a fight is about to happen. Leah Moore comes in. They got Gord, caught Gord out. Looks like another wipe. Oh my god. This should be bottom tower pushed, I think. I think they can. They have 2 tanks down here. If they don't dive that tower, they have to. There's 2 tanks down there. Yep, so this tower is gone. Oh my god, they caught another one. Carry has been taken out again. Tutoru is not having a great game right now. Amazing, bro. This has been one-sided for VFM, actually. VFM, it looks like they took that first game to analyze how RRQ's playing, and they're actually making better plays and better decisions this time around. This time they're not letting RRQ turn it around. At least thus far, they're not letting RRQ turn it around. Y'all going crazy with the donations. Yo, thanks for the love, y'all. Thanks for the love. And, bro, this red team is just super aggressive right now. VFM is super aggressive right now. They're playing well, and it looks like they're about to secure another tower. RRQ has barely touched the tower. Looks like they found RRQ's weakness. They don't have the same type of aggression this team has. Uh-oh, they caught Leah Moore out. That's big. Leah Moore has been putting in a lot of work. They took out Leah Moore. It's RRQ's chance to turn this game around. You think RRQ's going to clutch up? Let's see. I mean, they took out Leo. Leo has been going crazy. But then again, Harris and Esmeralda's doing nice too. Well, Esmeralda just hasn't died. We can assume that Esmeralda's farming very well right now. Yes, it's almost a 4,000 gold lead. Almost a 4,000 gold lead here in favor of VFM. Look at Kufra damaging Grok. Esmeralda, Harris, and Kufri. Yeah, I mean, that is a God squad. But all RRQ has to do is hold off until late game. But the thing is, they've actually been targeting carry. They've been targeting carry a lot. So carry late game is going to be able to melt all of them, but this has to go to late game, and it's not looking good for RRQ right now. Looks like they're going to dive. They're getting ready for the dive. No, they just scared them back, secured the mid lane tower. Nah, I don't do the in-game sound while this is going on. I don't do the in-game sound because I don't want to take away anything from Mobile Legends. This is my channel, so I'm going to speak with my voice so it doesn't step on any toes. If you want to watch some of their streams, they have some streams going on as well. This is for, yeah, this is for my supporters, really. RRQ, looks like they're just defending. They're trying to defend and hold on to late game. Gord has been caught out by Harris and Lolita. No escaping that. Esmeralda just caught somebody out as well. So it looks like VFM is not letting up. VFM is really not letting up. He's emoting at him. Bro, he's just there chilling. Can we copyright VeLL? No. This is fair use, simply because I'm analyzing what's going on and breaking it down. This is teaching content, so not that that even matters. Would you focus on the game and not me? Like, what do you mean? Look at how Kufra is getting vision. Kufra is getting vision. They're about to go for Lord. Kufra's zoning right now. Kufra's doing a very good job zoning, getting vision in these bushes. And Gore's ultimate did almost nothing right there. But look at Tutaru. Tutaru is solo farming top lane. This is RRQ's strategy right now. Tutaru is just solo farming, free farming. VFM just secured that. I mean, really, Tutaru is going to be their only hope of winning this, honestly. Late game, Tutaru is going to be their only hope. Tutaru is doing some good farming right now, though. And some much-needed farming. Well, they got him again. Yeah, it looks like this is... VFM is not playing this time. You play Clash Royale? Nah, not so much anymore. I used to. Look at Esmeralda, bro. This game has been just completely one-sided. What RRQ has been doing this entire day, that's what this team just did to RRQ. That's crazy. They got ahead and they're not getting up. They're not letting up on RRQ. But to be fair, RRQ did give away Harith. They gave away Harith, Kufra, and Esmeralda. RRQ kind of deserves this. Let's be honest. You kind of deserve this at the point where you give away these three heroes. Like, what are you doing? But I mean, I was hopeful for RRQ because it is RRQ. But yeah, man. Yeah, VFM is actually really, really good. Looks like they used the first game. Like, look at this. Yeah, VFM just completely destroyed them this game. That was a great game. So we're going into a game 3. That's insane. That was really good. Yo, that was really good. looks like that. I don't know. It looks like they kind of looking a little bit nervous right now. RRQ looking kind of nervous. They like, I don't know. Energy is looking kind of down right here. That's actually the first time I done seen Tucharu talk today. But yeah, VFM actually came up with some big plays. They turned that around very, very nicely. They could have had more bursts with Lilia. Yeah, it looks like the Gord pick was the wrong pick for that one. They picked the Gord pick and they left. I don't know. They left Harith, Esmeralda, and Kufra. That's a bad combination to leave open, especially against a team. RRQ knew going into that this is the same team that had them on the ropes early game last game. But now this team has had a chance to analyze how you all play. They know how you play. They know what you all did. And that's the one thing I'm going to shout out VFM for is how quickly they made the adjustments that they needed to make. They got left with a bunch of overpowered heroes. They still played aggressive like they did before. But this time they just didn't let RRQ have the chance to come back. And honestly, I don't think RRQ actually had the heroes to come back against this type of team comp. Yeah, team comp wise, yeah, RRQ just really should not have let them get a team comp like this. This type of team comp, you should never give away. I mean, I don't care what the circumstances are. You should never give away both Esmeralda and Harith. Like, why would you ever let it be possible for those two to be on the same team together? And then have Kufra as well. And then what did they pick first? I think they picked like a Grok and a Kai first. They picked a Grok, Carry, and a Kai first. Now, double tank is completely fine, but you could have went Grok, Lolita. Like, there was other tanks that you could have picked. You needed to get some type of overpowered hero. Like, I don't even care if you would have went Grok, Carry, and like Esmeralda. They could have went Grok, Carry, Esmeralda, or Grok, Carry, Harith. You know, like they could have secured one of those overpowered heroes, but instead of securing those overpowered heroes, they chose to go double tank, which put them at a disadvantage. He said, "Shut up, stupid American. Why would you come to an American stream just to say shut up? Leave." Like, I mean, I know I'm just a stupid American, but I think common sense would be if I'm somewhere that I don't want to be, it's leave. Like that's just coming from a stupid American. I mean, maybe I'm not thinking about this situation properly, but if I'm somewhere I don't want to be, in my mind, I don't just stay there. That's just, I mean, hey, it is what it is. So now we're back. Masha's first pick for VFM, the first ban. You thought RQ was trolling? Nah, I don't know. But this is going to make things interesting. VFM is coming out making a name for themselves. So, X-Borg has been banned. RQ is going for the X-Borg ban, which is a smart ban. With the amount of aggression that VFM has, you can't let them get a pick like X-Borg. At this point, I want to see RRQ countering that early game. They can't let them do that early game. Can you ignore hate comment? I mean, not really. I want them to leave. Like, I don't care about getting up to thousands of viewers and stuff like that. I want the people to be here to be the people who want to be here. Like, if you're not smart enough to leave somewhere you don't want to be, I want to give you that education. I want to let you know, hey, you can just leave. So when they leave, I'm not mad. I don't care. Like, leave. I want you to do that. So then Kacha was banned. Kacha, Kufra banned. Okay. Let's see who's Who we have next? Okay, who's going to be first pick for VFM? Grok. So they, and which is actually an understandable pick from VFM with their amount of aggression. I would assume that having a Grok on their side would be a pick that they would go for. I mean, you have to. It's Grok. Everyone first picks him. So they're going to counter that Grok pick with Hylos. Who are they going to go? I actually haven't seen Kimmy this whole tournament, have we? No, Tutoru. The very first game, I think Tutoru used Kimmy. The very first game against Evos, SG. Yo, Edwin, I appreciate it, fam. I appreciate it, homie. And Kosui, I appreciate it. Thanks for the love, y'all. I really appreciate it. Again, from RRQ, the double tank pick. The double tank pick again. To be fair, they could pick Esmeralda and Harith right now. Like, they could do it. Let's see, are they going to, though? Gosu is going to play tomorrow. Let's see who's going to be their third pick. It looks like they're going for the Esmeralda. Oh, they're going to pick a tank. So that means that RRQ is actually going to get the Harith pick this time. They're giving away the Harith pick, which is not a bad decision. Esmeralda against Hylos. Yeah, but then they're gonna get Harith as well, and Esmeralda still counters Harith. And to be fair, all Esmeralda really has to do is get like Purify or something, so you can counter whatever Hylos can do. Yo, Edwin, thanks again for the donation, man. Thanks for the donation again. And yeah, solo is hard, man. Solo, you're at the mercy of your team. Okay, so it looks like they secured that Granger for Tutoru. But we do know that Tutoru can actually switch it up and not play Marksman. So maybe, but I don't know why they would pick Granger against Lolita. Granger against Lolita. Lolita can easily just block all his shots. Lolita can block his ultimate. Granger probably isn't the best pick for this situation. Then they have double tank again. I don't know. Maybe that's just, we'll see. Maybe because Tutoru didn't perform the best last game using carry, so they don't want to risk it. Oh, they actually banned Harith this time. So I wonder who RRQ is going to go with for the mid laner. Are we going to see another Gord pick from them, or are we going to see like a VeLL, or who else do we have? I wonder who's their mid laner going to be. So they're going with the Hayabusa. VFM, honestly, VFM has a strong team comp again, yo. They have a very strong team comp. I like the Leo pick. And then, like, my man's going to be bringing darkness all over him. Like, Hellcurt's going to be a problem. Hellcurt's going to be a problem for sure. Gashin or Guinevere? Yeah, this is going to be interesting to see how they respond to this. VFM actually just picked a very, very strong team comp. I forgot about it. Okay. That's not bad. Okay. So Tutoru wants to give Granger a shot this time. Why no Gashin? Well, Lolita counters Gashin. And Lolita counters Granger to an extent. So, I mean, Gashin would not have been the best pick since all she has to do is put up a shield. That Lolita is a big problem. So, I guess that's why they didn't go with the Gashin pick. That would be my guess. Yeah, Lunis is going to do well against that, and Lunis can't be countered by Lolita. I think Lunix was actually a really good pick here. It was a really strong pick. I don't know. I kind of feel like I'm this game is in VFM's favor, but RRQ, I mean they've been playing well, but previous game there was no March speed. Yeah, that's because VFM actually focused Tutoru. They were focusing the carry, making sure carry couldn't farm, and that was it worked out in their favor. All right, so now we're getting started here. Let's see the laning setup. We got solo lane. The solo lane we're gonna have Leomord. Looks like he's going up against Hayabusa and Akai. Is Akai gonna be with? No, he's heading towards the mid lane. So solo lane is gonna be Leo versus Hayabusa. Hylo, look at them already. Hylos is waiting. Grok in the bushes over there. They're letting them clear that up. Hold on, looks like they're leaving Tuturu in the solo lane. So Tuturu is going to be in the solo lane this time. He wants to farm. So their mid lane just secured the buff. Normal rotations here. Looks like a fight's about to happen for Crab. Let's see who wins Crab here. Up. Looks like Hayabusa got Crab. Hayabusa's already level 4. He's the first one in the game to hit level 4. Hayabusa's farming well, as expected from a Hayabusa. Finna be level 5, actually. That's crazy. No one else is level 4. Hayabusa is almost level 5. Looks like they're getting ready to attack him. Yeah, they're not going to let him escape this. They're not going to let him escape this. He got away with a drop of health. Uh-oh. They got Tuturu. He got out of that. Wow, he got out of that. And they're low. He can actually secure these kills. Oh, first blood goes to RRQ. Oh, they got the first 2 kills. And then they're going to be able to get Turtle right here. Grok cannot defend against this by himself. That's going to be a 4v1. Did he just reset it? Oh, Turtle was secured by Esmeralda. This is actually they're fighting this game. This is anybody's game right now. Uh-oh. Looks like they're going to get that kill back on the tank. So they got their first kill of the game. VFM. We got Hayabusa down here taking the enemy team's farm. Oh. Looks like Hayabusa's going down. Whoa, he's not. Hayabusa is not going down. Look at this. Yo. They got him. They got him. Looks like these kills are about to be traded, though. No, they just got him. They got him with no consequences. Bro, both of these teams are playing so well right now. This is actually a fight. This is anybody's game. That was so close. Tuturu almost had him. And that would have been big. That would have been gave him a little bit more farm. Hayabusa's still level 7 right now. He's still out leveling everybody. But actually, VFM is ahead in farm. VFM has been farming better this game. To RQ actually having to try. I mean, yeah. They just went against Evos SG and swept them, but this team actually beat them. I think they're from Vietnam too. Like, Vietnam is actually coming out strong. Looks like the farm goes back. Look at this. They're just trading right now. It's going back and forth between the two teams. Like, this game is just so close. Look at Hilo zoning Lolita right now. Looks like Lunix is on a rotation. Lunix is on a rotation to this lane. Oh, this is definitely secure some kills. RQ is going to secure some kills right here. Yeah, they didn't know that gank was coming. Yep. RQ just got the double kill. Oh, it looks like they're going to secure this kill. Maybe? Nah. Hayabusa is gone. Looks like he's going to clear up mid lane. Bro, they're just trading. It's back and forth. Different fights everywhere, but he's not getting out of this one. No way. Yeah, he's not getting out of that one. RQ with the rotations. Amazing rotation. Looks like they're going to secure Turtle right now. VFM is going to secure Turtle, it looks like. Lemon is sick. Oh, Lemon is sick too? Oh, Lemon is sick. Let's see. Looks like Lolita is going to defend top lane. That's good against Hayabusa, though. He can't just bully a Lolita. Grok cutting him off from securing Crab. Looks like they're still going to get it, though. Esmeralda's level 11, 2-0. Looks like Esmeralda's going to be a problem, though. Esmeralda's going to be a problem, though. Like, yeah, there she go. With another kill. And then another one. Is she going to get another one? Yeah, Esmeralda is going to be a big problem for this team. Esmeralda is really fed. That's a team wipe. RRQ gets wiped. Oh my goodness, bro. This is crazy. RQ gets wiped here. Honestly, this is anybody's game, but I don't know, bro. Up, looks like this is going in VFM's favor. Fast. Look at that. Look at the goal difference. It's going in their favor fast. You think VFM is going to take it? I mean, that's definitely a possibility. VFM did win last game against RRQ. And it looks like they're stacking up to do the same thing right now. Looks like Tutaru is going down twice. They're actually focusing Tutaru now. They know that he's a problem, and they're focusing him a little bit more. Lunix is still playing very well, though. I want to see who actually has the farm on each team. Level 13 Hayabusa, level 13 Esmeralda. Honestly, this looks like it's in favor of VFM, to be completely honest. Esmeralda is just out leveling to the point where, and I'm pretty sure she's fed as well. Got 5 kills out of nowhere. Yep. Just secured another kill on Hayabusa. Now they're going to definitely go for Lord. They're going to secure the Lord. Let's see, is Tutaru going to actually fight this? Nope. Lolita shuts him down. It actually looks like this game is headed in VFM's favor. Is Hellkirk going to go clear bottom lane? Push up bottom lane? Looks like, yeah, he's going to push up bottom lane. Tutaru is still getting some farming done up top here. Okay, now we can actually see the gold difference. Okay, so 6K, 7K. Esmeralda with 8K gold. She's the most. And Leo, both of them have 8K plus gold. And Hellkirk has 9K. Oh my god. Yeah, this is clearly in favor of VFM. RRQ is behind a lot compared to their team. Because the only one ahead on their team is Hayabusa. And I mean, come on. Not versus Leomord, Hellkirk, and Esmeralda being fed. That's not going to do much. When Gosu play? Gosu plays tomorrow. Right now, this is Group A. Uh-oh. Another fight happening right here. They caught one out. Probably not going to be able to escape. Wow, he's getting that health back. RRQ not giving up. Okay. They took out Esmeralda. That's big. RRQ can actually take this fight now, I think. Leomord has used his ult. Yeah. Yep. No, they're going to escape. They're going to get away. Oh, Leo. Oh, I thought he was going to get the marksman. RQ's coming back. Yo, this is a game, bro. RQ's bringing it back. Yeah, okay, so they secured 2 towers. They got it pushed up. I mean, the gold ain't looking good. The gold difference is not looking good. They're still 6,000 gold behind, but I mean, at least they secured 2 towers out of that and got a few kills. They showing they not soft out here. That's a fact. Uh-oh. Honestly, if they can keep wiping Esmeralda, the rest of them, they can actually take them. Looks like Grok goes down. Part of their front line is gone. Oh, VFM. Anything can happen right now. He's focusing. Oh, it's over with for Tutoru. He getting focused by Leo. Tutoru's positioning is insane right now, bro. I would have swore he was about to die right there, man. Tutoru out here showing why he is one of the best marksmen, period. Yo, that was insane. Uh-oh, yeah, they putting up a very, very good fight, yo. This actually might be game. This could be game, I think. Nah. Grok held him off. That was a great Grok play. It's just going back and forth, back and forth. It's insane, bro. And RRQ was the first one to get super minions. Looks like a fight for Lord, or somebody might be baiting Lord. Looks like, yeah, RRQ. But you know RRQ is really known for their baiting and waiting in bushes and stuff. So let's see how this goes. Lunix just got wiped. That's not good. RRQ has to retreat. 2 wiped. Yeah, they gotta go. Oh, looks like they. No, he's got Tutoru too. Nah, with the flicker, yo, Tutoru's positioning is nice. It's nice. You gotta give it to him. But it looks like Lord is going to go in favor of VFM right now, though. It's literally anyone's game, man. It's anyone's game. This is actually the first really, really good game of the day. This is the first time one team isn't getting swept or the other team isn't getting swept. All right, let's look at the gold difference. 12K for Esmeralda. Let's see Tutoru. He got 10K. 13K for Hayabusa. Everybody's above 10K on the other team. Everybody's almost about full build at this point. It's really going to come down to the mistakes or whoever outsmarts each other. Tutoru getting his damage in. Lord has been taken down. So Lord didn't help much. Uh-oh. Looks like RRQ might take this fight. Leo was going for the split push. Oh my God. Esmeralda just got a kill on Hayabusa. He almost had it, but she turned that around. Yeah, this ain't good for them. This is not good for them. Looks like Hylos is going to... Oh, Hylos with the ultimate. The team is there. Oh my God. Hellkurt focuses Tutoru and gets him out of there. It's literally just going back and forth at this point. It's just back and forth. It's anybody's game still, yo. Let's see. Looks like Tutoru is almost at his Blade of Despair. Tutoru is almost at his Blade of Despair. He's going to be a monster once he gets that. Looks like everyone on the enemy team is full build except for Grok, but I mean that doesn't really matter. Yeah. This is about to be a 30-minute game. Oh, it really is. This is going to be a game of the wits. This is going to be whoever catches somebody out or whoever makes a mistake, or it's going to be one of those games. Esmeralda's here, waiting. Said both teams useless assassin. Well, to be fair, VFM's assassin, his last kill was on Granger, so he's at least targeting the right person. Because that was actually big. If they get Tutoru out of there, that's going to be huge. Hellcurt got to stop dying before team fights. That's a fact. That's what's happening right now. Both teams, before fights, somebody crucial gets taken out. Like, we just need a 5v5 clash, and that's going to just really show what's up. And it looks like that fight's about to happen right now because they're going for Lord. And obviously, RRQ is not just going to give this up. Looks like, I don't know whose fight this is. I know Hylos is getting destroyed. His team's just watching. Let's go. Jump in there. Hellcurt. Here come Hellcurt blocked himself off. This man ran into a wall. What are you doing, Hellcurt? Somebody get this guy some glasses. Bro. Let's see. Looks like this is in RRQ's favor. This is in RRQ's favor right now, y'all. Lolita's been taken down too, so they secured three kills right there. This looks like this is the end of the game right here. RRQ is going to end this game. Let's see how long it's everybody up. Oh yeah, they have Leo up. Yeah, they're just gonna focus on the tower. This is over with. Akai is zoning him. Yeah, this is over with. GG's. And just in case it's not over with, you have Tutoru taking Lord. Even though if he was there, it would have been GG's a lot quicker. But yeah, this goes to RRQ. GG's, man. Yo, Hellcurt, what was Hellcurt doing, man? My man was... he hit his ultimate, and the entire duration of his ultimate, he ran into a wall. Like, what was he doing? But GG's to RRQ. They secure this win. VFM played so well, though. I think... Vietnam is showing people that, hey, Vietnam is actually a serious contender. I think that this is the first time we've seen a team from another country outside of the normal esports countries for Mobile Legends actually come out and show what they're made of and show that we can compete on the same level. So, shout out to them, man. Bro, yeah, his Hellcurt needs some glasses, bro. They need to put some glasses on his Hellcurt. Look at that, 17,000 gold from Zen. Let's see who was doing the work out here. Who was doing the work? Who was pushing towers? What was happening? So Tutoru was pushing towers. 40% towers pushed. 46% came came from Hayabusa. Let's look at Hellkurt. Look at Hellkurt, 55% for his team. So as you can see, the Assassins weren't doing nothing. They were the ones pushing the game forward. Leomort was also putting in some work. So yeah, like these towers were being pushed up by the people who wasn't getting kills. They was pushing towers. So everybody did their part. I like it. All right, let's see what they're talking about now for the next game start.
The point where VFM getting all those leads, they get the kill on the scene. Teeny was on the roll, same as Broly as well. Actually, all the three cores, the Esmeralda, the Leomord, the Hellkurt. This really great play from Lucky, able to survive for a bit longer. Even though he died here, you can see VFM, they secured the turtle time and time again. And this is what T-Max was playing most. They was playing the game. They was playing the game in such an amazing way.
Yeah, it was insane here, but as the game progressed as well,
My man's Hellkurt was choking.
Here, RRQ had a little bit of advantage with the Hylos pick here, but ever since they won the first Lord fight here, this was the turning point here. They got the kill on this Vin, right? You can see that Sin was around the bush here, trying to go for the Lord snipe. They intentionally resetted it here, tried to go in for the fight, and as soon as they put RRQ in this position here, they instantly go for the kill. And Sin overcome it here, but the Numinum blast from T-Max was insane. Pushed 3 guys from the back, immediately killing off Sin as well, and this is where they bought a lot of time here for the Lord to come up online. And yeah,
they gotta show that Hellkurt play. What that Hellkurt highlight at?
Had the Divine Glaives here. They took down the Grot, and this was a full retreat here because why? They committed fully from the Hellkurt as well as Esmeralda, and because of that, they capitalized on this, and they were able to come back because of this overextension coming from VFM.
Yeah, you can see Broly, he went in, he wanted to go for a backline.
Lemon is sick right now.
The idea was great, but the execution wasn't as perfect because they were near the inhibitor. This time Liam was ready, waited for the Hellkurt to show up, went for the Hurricane Dance, pushed him back, killed him off. Esmeralda now forced to fully commit.
Yeah, that was a good Akai alt right there.
This was the turning point that RQ started to kind of crawl back into the game. But of course, one of the most crucial moments of that final fight that we're going to see later on, this highlight, was that I say keep our eyes on Broly. Broly was not able to get in the fight.
Yeah, so I think that was honestly really that was really close. It was back and forth all game, but RRQ experience showed like in the late game that they were trying hard, and to force them to try this hard and then it still be this close, this shows you that the Vietnam is some real contenders out here, man. Vietnam is a problem. Like, the one thing that concerns me about this though is now the standards are set even higher for Gosu. Like, because Gosu is the team with all the hype around them, right? So, and people want to see them do bad. And now they at least have to stand a fighting chance against some of these teams. Because you got Vietnam coming out here doing this. And, like, they're taking on RRQ, for like, almost destroying RRQ, like, getting RRQ out of there. They just almost beat... Look at Hellkurt. Hellkurt the MVP, bro. This man Hellkurt said, let me go run through a wall. He was like, forget it. Yo, he just went to push the tower. Like, look at that. He just went to push the tower. He was like, hold on. At least he secured the tower right there, though. I didn't even notice that in the moment. Like, when he ran into the wall, he was just like, forget it. I can't get nobody. Let me go to the tower instead. Bro, that Hellkurt was amazing, bro. But yeah, bro, this is going to put a lot of pressure, I feel like, on Gosu, man. Because if Gosu does not, like, I mean, Vietnam just beat a team. They beat RRQ one round. They beat RRQ. And then this round winning one, they pushed it, like, so close. They almost actually won this game, but RRQ's experience just started to show. RRQ has had their back against the ropes before. Like, it looked like it was going to be one-sided. Then RRQ just turned it around. And being able to keep that type of pressure when it looks like you're going to lose, keep that type of, let's see. Can we hear him?
Again for our post-interview for series number 2. My name is Manjin Faldas from the Philippines, and I am with the marksman of RRQ, Mr. Totoro. How are you doing, sir?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you. And you?
I think you guys are coming in strong in this tournament, having 5 points already, and probably will secure the upper bracket. But game number 1, you clearly dominated the series, and game number 3 was a slobber knocker. Why did you think that you guys lose game number 2?
We got quite surprised about their pick. It's like Esmeralda and Harry is quite surprised because they're gonna play super early. So, and our draft is super late. So we just got a little bit surprised about the draft. Yeah. So basically, we lost the draft lah.
So clearly, it was because of the draft and the surprise pick coming in from VFM. But of course, I can feel all of the pressure coming into your team right now. What did you guys do to in order for you to prepare in this M1?
It's our people is like keep it chill. Yeah, but mostly my teammate is like about. I know the mental is not strong enough. Like I try to bring the motion, like if the flow is try to enjoy the game.
Try to enjoy the game and of course be chill but composed. But of course, sir, do you have any shout outs to your family and friends back in Indonesia?
From Indonesia, you know, like we are from RRQ, we are from Indonesia. Please keep supporting us. You know our logo like FIFA RRQ. Yes.
Fight. Yeah. All right, fight RRQ. That is Totoro, the marksman of their team. And let's now throw it back to the shoutcasters. Take it away.
So yeah, that he pretty much said what I expected. Like you could tell that RRQ was not ready for that. Like that pick that they did. Like yeah, that was insane. Seeing the double OP mage pick. But yeah, I mean, based on how the team played though early game, you could have guessed that they were gonna try to use the strongest early game as possible, because that's what that VFM is really strong in the early game. It looks like, and actually they just showed that they're pretty good in the late game as well. But RRQ late game is just way too much better. But yeah. Oh, you said so Vietnam also has a pro league there? Yeah, I mean, I can tell they were really good. Like that was shocking to see them be really good like that. Give a look at Mr. Nobu. Who is that? Where he at? The Hellkirk? Yeah, that Hellkirk. I feel like if Hellkirk, that's what it comes down to in pro games, though. Like, it's going to come down to the team that makes the least amount of mistakes. That Hellkirk was running into walls, tripping over himself, bro. Bro, that Hellkirk, he needs some new contacts. His prescription old. Like, that guy got the one Hellkirk who had the bad prescription. Like, he needed some better glasses. Like, I don't know. Tara was good. Who's next? I don't know who's next, actually. Let me see. I think it's not going to... RRQ is not playing. I think we have another Evos game coming up. I think another Evos game is going to be next here. Oh, wait. This is... We should have another Evos game coming up here this time around. Uh-oh. Paulo just posted a picture. He posted a picture with his M1 pass. Oh, he's a player. Paulo is a player for Gosu, bro. Let's go. Paulo has a player pass, y'all. Hopefully he not debating. Like, bro, that's going to be insane. When is Gosu? I don't know. It looks like he's there on the main stage right now. Well, not on the main stage, but it looks like he's there now. I don't know if he's getting ready or what. I don't know if there's going to be like a second stream for group stage. Because this said, like, the way that they titled this, it says group stage A. So I don't know if group stage B is going to be today. Like, I don't know. Or it might just be tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know if this is going to be a completely different stream. But the next game up is going to be Evos versus IMP. VeLL clickbaits people. Bro, every YouTuber clickbaits people. Like, the news channels clickbaits people. What do you mean? If you watch any news online, like, look at any news channel, it's going to be like, and 13 people got trapped in a burning building. Find out what happens next after this break. Like, what the heck do you think that is? That's the ultimate clickbait. But instead of just actual clickbait that hurts nobody, you clickbaiting with people's lives. Like, what do you mean? So yeah, we finna see Evos versus Impunity. Evos versus Impunity. Paulo is playing. He just said it yesterday. I didn't know that. That's dope. So yeah, this is going to be big. I think that they can definitely win this now with General Paulo and Basic. Yeah. So RRQ is going to be going against Impunity, but RRQ, I feel like they're going to be studying how Impunity plays versus Evos. So I don't think that they're going to struggle against Impunity. I don't think Impunity is going to be able to catch them off guard because they're going to know what happens. But after seeing this team play, I don't think the team that just played RRQ, I don't think they're going to struggle at all going against any of these other teams, to be honest. Honestly, I think that this team could potentially beat Evos. Hold on. Let me go get some water, man. I'm choking. This man said, VeLL, you on a chronic too? What you mean? Bro, I ain't never smoked in my life. Bruh, I'm just taking medicine. I got a cold. I had to go and get me some water, man. But when is the next match? In 9 minutes. Which hero is Paulo good at? But the thing is, Paulo is a flex player. Paulo can play any hero. No, he's not known to be a god with any hero, but being a god with a hero is unimportant. Like you just saw in this event, Tutoru is known for being a god with marksman. And he was just as powerful with Thomas. So it's like he didn't even have to use his best hero and he could still secure a win. So when it comes down to Gosu, I think Paulo is going to be one of their biggest strengths. Because the thing is, he can shot call, he can analyze. He's aware of what's going on throughout the game. So his call outs is going to be invaluable. Like his quick analyzations of the situation and how they can come out of this situation and secure the W. It's going to be huge. And then he can play any hero decently. He knows how to get vision when he's using a tank. I think that they're going to... Honestly, I can see Gosu probably trying to run double tank. And I can see Paulo easily being one of the tanks. Yeah, I think Paulo is probably going to go like... I can see Paulo working well as like a Estes pick or a double tank pick type of player. Then you have Basic on the mid lane. Yeah, then one of those other guys on the side lane. General at marksman. They're going to stand a chance. Why am I not responding to you? Because this is the first time I saw a message from you. What did you say? Lemon, I heard Lemon is sick. Why always talk about Gosu? Gosu is from my country. This is why I always talk about Gosu. Gosu was the only team in this whole event from my country. Gosu was the only team in the first 3 years to represent my country. Is it that hard to understand? I'm supporting my country. Like, it's not it's not that hard to understand, I don't think. Who's out? I think Aruchi probably the smartest one to put out would be Aruchi. Like he might be a good player, but that doesn't mean he's a good player for Gosu. And I think that when I saw them play with Aruchi, he was honestly not doing the best. He has so many different reasons to be nervous and not play as well. This man said Lemon had a meeting with Lime. What are you on? You got school in 10 minutes? How you supposed to what? Oh, that's tragic. My man's finna miss it. When is Gosu match? Gosu's match is tomorrow. General needs support from Tank. That's how SEA server works. Paulo is a very good tank. I played against Paulo multiple times. I mean, to be fair, he was using tank when I clapped him, but I mean, he was going against me using the tank. so I mean, he get a pass. He lost to me when I was using a tank too. So obviously, he wasn't gonna be able to survive going against me. But Paulo is still a really good tank. He was shot calling well. He was rotating well. Like he just couldn't help the fact that I was using Franco and grabbing everybody. So Paulo is not that bad of a tank. Paulo is a really good tank. He knows how to get vision. He knows when to wait in the bush. He knows when people are coming and stuff like that. What routes people are taking. So, I mean, and then you got to think about the fact that Paulo is an analyst who's been there learning from all these top guys. Come on now. Rave, R7, and Lemon are sick. Aside, Gosu was my favorite team. RRQ is one of my favorite teams. I'm a big fan of Tutoru. Watching Tutoru play marksman is always nice. He's a very solid marksman. And watching him is actually how I learned how to play marksman a lot better. Who else? I like a lot of Philippines teams, honestly. Like I like I was always a Bren Esports fan. Now they switched up teams and all that. Now I'm more like Evos. I like Evos, Philippines. People saying Gosu weak. I mean, we didn't even like. This is one of the teams that people aren't even talking about, and they just almost beat RRQ. They beat RRQ one round, and that's almost like. So imagine Gosu. Gosu has been training with RRQ. Gosu has been practicing with RRQ. He's been practicing with Doggy. What do you think of ONIC? Oh, ONIC actually really good too. Like ONIC are insane. I mean, they're not one of my favorite teams for sure, but they're one of my favorite teams to watch. Like, I'm kind of like the way I pick teams to really root for is biased. I pick more so individual players that I like and I support their teams. Like when it came down to Bren Esports, it was more Yuchi, Hayes, and yeah, Yuchi and Hayes mainly. Payne was cool too, but I picked players that I like. Can't wait for Gosu to get destroyed. We will see. We will see. Who's Gosu's coach? Gosu's coach is the same coach for ONIC, one of these ONIC teams, and then RRQ. ONIC Endo, I think. ONIC Endo and RRQ. That was Gosu's coach. That's why Paulo's a player now, because they have a new coach. I'm pretty sure that's why he was able to be a player. Someone says you look like DJ Academics. Everybody been saying that for 3 years. Is Doggy in M1? No, he's not. Orochi won't play? Probably not. He's probably the one that's going to have to sit out. But he was not an official part of their team anyway. It starts back up in 30 seconds. Let's go. NA needs to step up our randoms. Oh, yeah, definitely. Our randoms are horrible. But, I mean, you gotta, like, every time I talk about the impact that I have on Mobile Legends, like, people get triggered. But the fact of the matter is, when I was the biggest and most famous YouTuber in the North American server, that's when we had all the pro players, all the tryhards. Like, that's when the randoms were actually decent. Then people start saying, oh, VeLL bad, VeLL this, VeLL that. So people don't want to listen to my advice no more. And then everyone in the server just automatically starts sucking. That's because I'm not the one people are watching no more. When I say something that makes complete sense, people don't listen anymore. So they're just going to remain trash, because when I talk about something, when I give tips and advice, it's coming from a perspective of some of the top players in the world. You got to realize who I talk to get my information. I've talked to Sino on the channel. I've talked to Yuji. I've talked to freaking Doggy. I've talked to Jim. Like, I've talked to some of the best players in Mobile Legends. This is where my advice and my tips and stuff come from. This is where I learn from. So if you're not listening to me in North America and you disagree with me, obviously you're going to be trash. Because disagreeing with me is disagreeing with the top pros in the world. Like, all I do is tell you all stuff that comes from them. It's not like I'm just here making stuff up. So I think that the NA server just needs to really step up their common sense, really. It's like, yo, are you going to listen to these pros or are you not? I think it's a lot of arrogance. People just think that they're beyond listening to other countries and other pros and stuff. Evos Legends and RRQ are still the teams to beat. I mean, RRQ just almost got clapped by a Vietnam team. But I mean, to be fair, they are missing players, and this Vietnam team is really, really good. Did I finish high school? No, I dropped out of high school. Don't follow my example, but I was a programmer before I started YouTube. I was a programmer. When I dropped out of high school, I was already programming at a high level that jobs downtown wanted me. So I dropped straight out of high school, got my GED, and I was already working at a very high-paying job in downtown Chicago. So I learned how to program when I was starting at 7. So I was really advanced. Like, there was nothing that I could learn in school. Like, and then I was smart enough to know that, oh, they're teaching me algebra and all this stuff that I'm not going to use for my career. Like, so school isn't for everyone. Like, I didn't want to be a doctor or a lawyer or something like that. I wanted to be a programmer. I was programming games, and then I wanted to be a YouTuber. So it's like, I never needed school for what I wanted to do in my life. But, I mean, that is risky for a lot of people. So I don't recommend my route. You live in Chicago? Yeah, that's where I was born and raised. I think Gosu is going to do well. This last Vietnam team taking on RRQ, that just gave me hope for Gosu, even more hope for Gosu, because, I mean, Gosu is really going to lose a lot of respect if they don't do well now. Because this random team with Vietnam just almost beat RRQ. If you learn from RRQ and you learn from Akosi Doggy and you learn from all these top players in the world and you still come out here and be buns, I mean that's a bad look. That's a really bad look. How old are you? I'm 26. Why did you drop that high paying job though? I'm an entrepreneur. If I'm finna spend all my day working for somebody else, I'm not finna have no limit on how much I can get paid. And I mean, even if it's like $100K a year, it's like I could be making $100K a month if I build my own business right. So it's like, nah, I'd rather just be my own boss. What games did you make? I made online games. So it was like online text-based games. So if you ever heard of a game called the Ninja RPG, that was the guy who made that game was actually my programming teacher. And I made a game that was competing with that game. How much did I get a month? At my first job, I was only like, what I think like 4,000 a month. That was like 4,000 a month then. And that was like coming straight out of dropping out of high school. I was making 3,000 or 4,000 a month. 4,000, in between there somewhere. Can you see my face? I'm gonna start doing some face content soon, y'all. Make me an app. Oh, I don't program no more. I could, but I'm so far behind. Technology is always changing. So the programming that I used to use, like it's been like 5 years since I've programmed anything. What do I think about the upcoming match? Evos has the advantage, obviously, being experienced. But now, because of the last team we saw, I can't count out these random teams that haven't played yet. Where's this impunity team from? What's my programming language? I know a lot of programming languages. I know PHP, CSS, HTML, JavaScript. I've dabbled in Java. I've dabbled in Python. I've dabbled in C++, C Sharp. I know, like pretty much if you learn a super language like PHP, JavaScript and stuff, you can pretty much know any language. What should you learn step by step? What you should learn has to do with what your ultimate goal is. If you want to learn how to make apps, that's completely different from learning how to make websites. So, well, not completely, but different languages are better for different things. CSS and HTML are not programming languages. Bro, I don't care about what's said in books, bro. I just, whatever languages I know, that's what I talk about when it comes up. I don't care, bro. As long as I can use the languages to make a website, I don't care about the textbook definitions. Like I said, I'm self-taught. I'm a self-taught programmer. So, I learn whatever I need to do to get the job done. All right, so we're getting started here, man. We're getting started here. WordPress. Yeah, I learned how to use WordPress. I've actually programmed a little bit for WordPress sites as well. If you want to work for a big company like Google, I'd recommend like C++. C++ and powerful languages like that. Xborg. So we got the Xborg band, the Kacha, Kufra. Let's see who Evos is going to ban. Grok. Now we got the first pick. Let's see who Impunity. Like, this is going to decide how good this team is. Let's see who's their first pick going to be. What we got going on here? Yeah, if they're experienced, they're probably going to pick some type of tank here, or like the thing about North America is more so than people picking tanks first. It's like, yes, mages and stuff. Like when the other team is probably going to pick tanks instead. Let's see, Hylos. See, Hylos. That's just the difference in experience right here. I don't think this team is going to be as good of a team. Where's this team from? Does anybody know? Why Esmeralda and Harith are not banned? People don't ban, like pros don't ban picks like that because they're easy to counter. Look at this. Notice how they didn't even pick Esmeralda either. Like at pro level, they pick and ban different, completely different. Thomas and Carey, those are two good next picks. But honestly, if they don't pick Esmeralda, then Impunity just needs to ban Esmeralda. So they're not going to have a mid lane that can compete with Harith. You think not picking Esmeralda is a bad move? I mean, I don't know. It depends. Harith does have more mobility. So depending on how his team plays, we'll see. Oh, so they're going to go with VeLL. They're going to go with VeLL as their mid laner. Honestly, let's see. They should ban a marksman. Get Granger out of there. I would get Granger out of there for sure. Yeah, the meta changes so fast though. That's why Hylos was considered useless, and now he's picked. While they're not, Ling is banned in this tournament, so they can't pick Ling. Oh, they got rid of that tank. Because now the enemies are just going to pick Granger, and Lolita counters Granger, so they got rid of their marksman counter already. Watch how Evos picks Granger. They probably going to pick their marksman last, though. Why Goshen is not priority? Goshen only works against bad teams, really, I guess. Like, a lot of these marksmen that works when you're playing in ranked, it's easier to counter when you're playing with 5 people and got teamwork. You really finna pick Esmeralda? I mean, Rafaela? Are they really finna go with the Rafaela pick? I mean, I don't know. Maybe they know something I don't know. I mean, I guess that's extra high mobility. I mean, Rafaela's not a bad pick. Are they going to go for the Granger pick? I think Granger would be the best marksman in this situation, or that maybe they're going to go for no marksman. Honestly, they could pick Esmeralda right here. Let's keep it 100. If they pick Esmeralda, who's going to actually be able to stop that pick? But then that's 3. They need 3 buffs then. Well, actually, Chenga don't really need a buff. They could actually go at the Estes pick as well. Oh, they're going to go with the Bruno. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Who do I think will win? Um, honestly, I want to be surprised by this impunity team. I want to be surprised by them. But what is KH? Where are these guys from? Gosu plays tomorrow. But I think Evos has this in terms of experience. Oh, they're from Cambodia. Why volume is muted? Because this is my stream, not theirs, so I want to make sure that's clear to any Mountain representatives. Let's go to Gosu's match time. I don't know, but they're gonna be. I think they're gonna be doing it tomorrow, sometime. Probably the same time this one started, which this has been going on for a few hours. Oh, they beat IDNS and from Thailand and qualifier, which Impunity did. So they must be good. I think I've actually heard of Watt before. I just looked at his name. I think I saw him before. Watt and Boom. Oh, I think I watched their qualifiers. I forgot how they play though. Because I know those names and Paragon. They're really going to go for the invade. Okay. Impunity, going for the invade. The other team is not counter invading either. Let's go. Looks like we got 4 of them who's going to go for Crab. And Carrie looks like it's over with for Carrie. Oh, she flickers out. Still might be over if they push. Nah. They're not going to be greedy. Oh, so Carrie has masks as well. So they're not going to rotate over on Carrie. Because that'll stop Carrie from farming. So they're trying to give Carrie fed. Let Carrie get fed by herself. It's hard to tell who will win, honestly. I'm not really rooting for either team. 3 minutes in and no kills. So these teams play a lot slower than some of the other teams we've seen here. Pylos just got melted. Raffaella with the save. Masha goes in, destroys him. I wonder if Thomas has used his ult. They could dive that. Oh, it's a different Watt and Boom and Endo? That might be then. These teams, is Evos SG good? I actually don't know any of those players. Is Evos SG a good team? I don't know, because they play kind of slow for a pro team. What's the Evos team? Not helping? Evos didn't really even contest Turtle. I don't think so. He got turned straight around. I mean, the reason I'm asking y'all, I don't know if they're good, but they don't they don't look good. They aren't contesting Turtle. They're playing super slow. Their team comp is questionable. I mean, they are winning in gold, but I'm assuming that they know what they're doing, but I've never really watched them play before. And then this, I mean, they're winning the towers though, actually. Yeah, like Impunity, I would say Impunity looks like they're a better team, but at the same time, Evos is still managing to. Look at this. See what I'm saying, bro? Look at the rotations coming from Impunity, but then again, they have the Masha. Does anybody have an answer for Masha? Oh yeah, he's going back. Thomas is going back. What is Thomas? What is Thomas' spell? I wonder. On Thomas, I'd probably have a rival right now. Evos is playing for late game. Yeah. Evos hasn't really contested a Turtle all game. Let's see. Oh, they kind of contested this one. There we go. They going for a Turtle. They actually contested this one. Bro, who is Soul? Masha getting that health back like crazy. Every time Masha take a hit, she's just getting the health right back. Yeah, Evos SG is playing objectives, and they're doing it very well. They're staying ahead in gold. They're staying ahead in objectives. They have a different play style to most pros than I've seen. Because Indonesian teams, they secure turrets and stuff, but they're still very aggressive. They go for kills and stuff as well. But I think that's why RRQ beat them so easily. Because they can do multiple things, not just focus on only one strategy. You focused the tower. Oh, snap. Let's see. Looks like a fight going on. What do you prefer, Raphael or Estes? For this situation, Estes for sure. I think in most team comps, Estes is better than Rafaela. Like if there was like a Grok and Kimmy, I feel like Rafaela could be very useful for helping them rotate even faster with a little bit of heals and some stuns. But that was a nice jump on Masha. Masha's actually really powerful. Yeah, they're not pushing towers. They're like, you can tell the type of players that they are. They're more aggressive killers. But they can't aggressively kill this team because, yeah, I don't know, man. The other team is just more fed. Like, Evos SG is just using experience to beat this team right now. Mechanics wise, I would say Impunity is probably a better team mechanically, but Evos SG is just playing slow and smarter. They're playing slow and smarter. Incoming copyright? I mean, I doubt it. We'll see. Really, what I'm doing is probably different. And even still, I'm like a Mobile Legends partner. So looks like Impunity's coming back. Dave got copyrighted. I mean, I am gonna have to talk to him, make sure he alright, make sure he can get that taken care of. But I don't think, honestly, Dave actually did leave Mobile Legends and go to. He went to a competitor's game. So even if he was a partner at the beginning of Mobile Legends, I doubt they still view him as a partner now. Even though me and Mobile Legends has had our differences, I'm ultimately the first Mobile Legends partner that they've ever had. So, and I've never abandoned Mobile Legends ever. So that's why I like when strikes and stuff go on. That's why it rarely happens to me because I actually am a partner with Mobile Legends. Shoot. Okay, so we have Masha with 8,000 gold going crazy right now. 8,000 gold coming from Thomas, 7,000 from Harith. They're doing really good on the farm side. Like both teams are doing well farm wise. Impunity is actually catching up in gold as well though. Like they were behind like 4,000. Now they're only behind like less than 1,000. Yo, Ramiro, I appreciate it, homie. I appreciate it. I appreciate the long time support, homie. Gosu got matches today? I don't think so. I think their matches are all taking place tomorrow. Evos Troll is not going to do so well. Let's see. Uh-oh, somebody just got destroyed. Up, the Rafaela Hills came into play, and it was helpful. Oh, look at this guy, one shot. If somebody can get to that back line. Nope. Bro, Evos is actually playing very, very well. Hey, Romania. Shout out to Romania, homie. Shout out to Romania. They're going to secure this Lord very easily. With Masha and Bruno, yeah, that's an easy secure it. Then it's later on in the game and they have Bruno. This is going to be really, really bad for the other team. Like, yeah, look at this gold. Gold-wise, this is one-sided. This is one-sided. How is Sunsparks today? Sunsparks isn't playing today. They're going to be playing on another day. I can't remember if they're which bracket they're in. That quick cleanup with it. Will I ever consider trying in rank? I tried. There's some days I stream that I'm trying. It's just most of the time I'm not, but I mean, I do stream when I try hard some days. Who's my preferred team? Which team did I support? I'm going for Gosu. I'm going for Gosu, RRQ, and Evos. Not this Evos. But this Evos is playing pretty well right now, but to be fair, not really. I feel like if RRQ would have got this team, they would have destroyed them. Like, I don't know. I think Evos is going to get beat by the team RRQ just almost lost to. I don't think that Evos plays at the same level as RRQ, but that other team did. And this team is giving Evos a hard time right now. This is Evos SG. Oh, Gosu matches today? No. Nah, there's no Gosu matches today, I don't think. Group A round 3. This is Group A round 3. I think we're going to have Group B tomorrow. Looks like we have Changa taking the bottom lane, pushing the bottom lane up. Masha's looks like she's hiding, getting ready to do something in the top lane. Uh-oh, looks like they can double team Thomas. They might be able to go for this. Are they going to go for this? Yep, they're going to go for it. Let's go. Bruno. Okay, Bruno's not going for it. He like, nah, I ain't doing that, boy. I'm not taking on Thomas. Trying to say you be handsome, what you on, my guy. Uh-oh, another clash going on here. Another clash. Then we got VeLL out here missing shots. You had a whole 5 people to hit. He hits like nobody. Looks like Lord is here. Another clash for Lord. Looks like we about to see another clash for Lord. Direth or Chow? Chow, 100%. Not even a comparison, to be honest. I think Direth is useless. Uh-oh. Bruno was just a sitting duck. Oh, they shutting Harris down, bruh. Look at Masha, though. Masha not playing games. Looks like they're baiting Lord. Look like Masha is still going for the split push. Thomas might be going for the cutoff, though. I think Thomas knows. Uh-oh, Masha looks like Masha is attacking Thomas. Let's see how this ends. Thomas is running away down there. The fight for Lord is going on right now. Evos takes it. They Harith is noob. Might be. I know every time he gets close, he gets stunned by Hylos, though. Hylos ain't playing games out here. But then again, they chose to pick Baxia as their only tank, and they chose to pick Rafaela. Which, look at Rafaela. Like, Rafaela is not being very useful this game, to be honest. Rafaela is pretty much a useless pick this game. Evos just ends the game, like, quick. Yeah, so Evos just takes it. Evos takes that W, man. That's crazy, yo. That is absolutely insane. All right. Okay, so let's see what happened there. Yeah, look at Raphael. Like, they got 2 bronzes on their team. Like, imagine coming to M1 and dropping bronzes. Like, what are y'all doing? But yeah, Rafaela was pretty much a useless pick. Like, I think that they lost this game in the draft. There was nobody who could realistically support Harith. Like, their team comp was just not the best team comp at all, yo.